Sometimes. It sucks. Mazel tov.
Welcome everyone. This is episode 26 of the Level Up Show. This is our second week of E3 Hype Train. Get on board. We're going to be doing our E3 predictions this week. Last week we did our E3 hopes and dreams. It was a little bit unrealistic here and there.
Some of them actually could be.
The most unrealistic probably was my one about Project Morpheus, right? Being like $199.
Oh, you were absolutely
That's never gonna happen.
obnoxious.
Watch it happen. I do think Project Morpheus is going to be there tomorrow, but we'll get to that. Guys, we're the Level Up Show. We're a gaming dedicated video stream.
It's not.
I don't want this right in
We'll
front of
see.
me.
We're on every Sunday. Oh, sorry.
I don't want it right in front of me. It's too obvious.
Okay. Where are we putting it?
I'll take it. It's more disguised.
I'll take it.
We gotta hide it a little bit. Can't be too obvious.
There, that's perfect. Look, that's perfect.
I love it.
Anyway,
We're a gaming dedicated video stream. We're on every Sunday around 10:15 after Game of Thrones. I'm Andrew. This is Mike, Mark, and Kristen. Kristen and Mark are both in the chat rooms talking with you guys. We've got Kristen says be nice and marked words over here. So they're going to be listening to everything you guys say and relaying it to us. We're going to try and talk with you guys a lot tonight because this is all about kind of sharing each other predictions.
This is our, as gamers, this is essentially our Golden Globes almost in a way.
Kind of bigger than that. This is Oscars.
Right, this is huge for us.
Speaking of which, the Tonys are on tonight.
Shut the
Who
fuck
gives
up.
a crap?
Why do you know this?
I don't think 41 people care that the Tonys are on tonight.
I feel like there's a lot more people than 41 that don't care whether the Tonys are on tonight.
Definitely.
For.
And as Mark's just put in the chat room, please check out e3countdown.com to if you guys just are concerned on just how far away it is. It's about 14 hours.
I feel like we're lucky. We have a couple really cool people watching tonight. Not that they don't normally, but we have them. We're going to be calling in later on. We got Dave, Nobomel's Gamer, is going to be calling in.
Yep.
We got Jay from the Key Report calling in, and hopefully even Danny Danger if he shows up. He said he was interested. So
he's a busy guy, so you never know.
All of us are pretty busy guys, so I appreciate you guys for coming in, and we'll have you guys call in later and give your E3 predictions. I think this is going to be a fun episode.
Tortusa, welcome to the room. How about we start by saying, you know nothing, Jon Snow. That was a great episode of Game of Thrones tonight.
Yes.
That was.
Awesome episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. We're not going to talk about it too much because we know some people in here didn't watch it. But awesome episode if you guys missed it. Another really big battle episode tonight.
Brian, I'm a big
Alright, you're right. I forgot. I'm sorry.
So before we get started with the show proper, anything we want to discuss a little off topic before we get going?
I don't think so. Anything really went on this week?
Not really. I mean, we don't want to ruin spoilers.
No, movies. Anyone see movies? I saw X-Men.
Oh, you finally did see it?
Yeah, we saw it. I'm not sure if it was before last week, but I definitely didn't talk about it last week. And all I'm going to say is best X-Men by far.
Oh my god. Fucking phenomenal.
See X-Men,
I don't think
Days
it
of Future Past if you have
to
it.
be the best X-Men.
X2 was a good one.
You keep saying that, but I'm a little.
X2 is considered one. Come on, guys.
Here's the thing.
X2 is a pretty good comic book movie, right?
I am a die-hard X-Man fan.
Yeah, X-Man.
Yes.
Did you just say that?
Yes, I did.
Okay, he said that. Okay, keep going.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
I am die-hard.
Okay.
I grew up with Gambit. Cyclops was originally my favorite character. Gambit turned into my favorite character. Then it was Archangel.
Yeah.
Now it's Cable probably over everybody else.
Yeah.
Dude, I am obsessed with it, and this is easily the first really good one.
Yeah, I think this was the best one for sure. I'll agree with that. Henry, I saw joined us in the room, also known as Dan sometimes. Welcome for joining us. Thank you for joining us.
Someone thinks that the boob is a lamp. Look, it looks like the wires coming from it.
That's awesome. That would be the best
That would be the
lamp
best
ever.
thing. Copyright that.
Copyright that.
I'm pretty sure
there's probably some boob lamps out there. Do we want to
the
get
most awkward thing to walk into a room and see. Just a boob lamp.
Do we want to get started on weekly update since we don't have much other
Let's go for
stuff
it.
going on?
Yeah, I think that's fun.
I feel like we usually start with kind of downer news, but this week we're going to start with good news.
Music.
Good news.
This is great. I love that.
We need our own music.
I like
I
that.
like
Talking
that.
about music.
Good news. Naughty Dog is already in pre-production on the game that will follow Uncharted 4. Here's a quote from...
People. I don't want them to keep posting
From one of the leads at Naughty Dog. Well, I mentioned earlier the number of products we have going. We definitely have another project on the scale of Uncharted. In very early pre-production stages, we have the sizable team that it takes to get something like that off the ground, but it's got a long runway in front of it. We have a lot of great ideas and some stuff that is already getting everybody jazzed and excited, so it's a long way off before we can really start talking about it in detail. But no, Bruce and Neil working on Uncharted is not going to impact our ability to keep that stirring the pot, which is the other kind of big news that came out of this, is that Neil Druckmann and Bruce Straley, the guys that made The Last of Us, and also were a very big, important part of Uncharted 2, took over for Uncharted 4 after Amy Hennig and Justin Richmond left. It's still obviously unfortunate that they lost Hennig and Richmond. They were vital to Naughty Dog, but I think this is the best case scenario to have Druckmann and Straley taking over. These are very talented creative directors.
And I mean, I feel like that's just, I mean, they're in line for it.
Yeah.
You know, and if you're part of the team that creates such great games, I feel like there's nothing really that I have to fear about it.
What else is kind of cool about this is that means somebody's getting their chance to be a new creative director. They're relying on some of those, not necessarily smaller guys, but the up-and-comers now. So
and that's like a really cool thing about the industry is we've had so many people that have been around it for so long, and I love all these, you know, great directors that have done so many great games, but we really need to start looking at these people that haven't been able to get their spotlight.
Yeah.
And so this is really almost like an expanding generation. In a
Sure,
way. So
definitely.
I'm really actually
so what do we hope this is? Do we hope it's The Last of Us 2? Do we hope maybe it's Jack and Daxter, Crash Bandicoot, or maybe an entirely new IP?
I'm not saying.
You're not saying, because maybe that'll relate to something later on. I would be okay with it being Jack and Daxter, but I do hope it's a new IP, to be honest with you. I think if it comes to Last of Us coming back in this generation, PS4 I mean, I hope it's the last game that Naughty Dog does this generation, so that they can push the horsepower
Yeah,
of
and
the
that's
PS4
what
to
everybody
the full.
keeps saying, is they hope that if they do make another Last of Us game, that it doesn't come till the end of the cycle.
That would be so exciting if 7 years from The Last of Us, suddenly we get The Last of Us 2 trailer.
Can you imagine if it was 7 years later?
Yeah, it'd be cool.
That
Like,
would
Ellie
be a
growing
really
up.
cool really cool game.
She's 20 or so. And
she'd probably be more than 20. She'd be about 25.
well, she was 14 in The Last of Us.
Oh, was she 14?
Yeah, she was 14.
Okay, no, I thought she was a little
So she'd be about 21, drinking age. It's good. And then Joel,
Implying there's still walls in the post-apocalyptic world of The Last of Us.
she doesn't drink in The Last of Us, so she can do that now.
Oh my
They have a hard enough time finding water.
Yeah,
Right.
seriously. But
Oh, that's
still,
funny.
that's my hope. But great news, I think, on that one.
Over to some Microsoft news. Forza Horizon 2 was announced.
Yeah,
now,
great
this is
news.
actually one of my only enjoyed racing games.
Okay.
I don't really enjoy racing games for
Because
the
it
most
was
part.
open world,
It was
right?
very open world, and it was like a casual thing. I could just go in there, I could drive around, relax. But the thing that kind of strikes me, and I think this is what struck everybody else, is that it's cross-generational, so that it's going to be on Xbox One and 360.
Okay.
Which really leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Yeah, that is a little surprising. I just coming off, you have Forza 5, right, which was next gen only.
And it wasn't even that good. It was good looking.
The thing is, it was good looking because it was pre-baked a little bit, which
Right.
is there's nothing wrong with that necessarily,
Right, no,
but it
but-
wasn't like dynamic. in any
Exactly,
way.
and it was all just generic. It was very generic as far as just there was not really extra stuff going on.
There's no spark to Forza for me.
Right, it was bland.
Yeah.
It was a little bland, and so was Gran Turismo to me too. Though. So
I can understand
anyway,
that, yeah.
but the development's being handled primarily by Horizon 1 Studio Playground Games. They're closely collaborating with Turn 10 and using the Forza 5 engine for the Xbox One version. So it's good that they're having two teams, which they usually do. A lot of times they'll take one team and split it up. But this time they're actually using two teams, which is still reassuring. But at the same time, the 360 version will be developed by another one not to affect it, and it will include hundreds of cars, headlined with the 2015 Lamborghini Huracan.
I think so. I think that's how you say it, yeah. Not a car guy, to be honest.
Not a car guy at all. I don't change my own oil. Weather system will also make its Forza debut, while Forza 5's Drive Tar system is also being adapted for Horizon 2. It will take place in Southern Europe, which brings incredible diversity and amazing vistas. Honestly, in my opinion, that's really the only place a driving game really should be at this point.
Yeah.
There's not any... What area in the U.S. do you really want to drive in?
Drive Club is kind of similar in their choices.
Right.
So.
And music will again play a big part of the game, which is actually one of my big benefits they had to Horizon. It's a music and the music festival will be the central event around the game's activities.
Kind of reminds me of MotorStorm that way, where you got this like big event kind of.
Right, where you have something
Love it.
happening in the middle, and then it's all the stuff going on. So, I mean, I'm gonna stay optimistic about it. Hopefully, I'll have my Xbox One by the time this comes out, and I'll probably get it. But
This is going right up against Drive Club.
Right.
They're both
Which
taking-
I think is dumb. I mean,
Okay.
it's smart, but I think it's dumb because I don't think it's gonna.
Well, Forza does have the name behind it, right? Drive Club doesn't.
Right. So I think the luck that they have is that it does have the Forza name, but it's really not a regular Forza game.
No,
it's
it
kind
really
of like
isn't, no.
how Call of Duty Black Ops was not the same as Modern Warfare.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so it's completely different. So it's gonna be interesting.
They're going to be very compared because unlike Forza 5, which was 60 frames per second and all that good stuff, this is Forza Horizon 2, 1080p, 30 frames, exactly like Drive Club. So they're going to be very
so it's
comparable.
Gonna be very comparable.
Yeah.
I just don't know if they're gonna have the same attention to detail because that wasn't really what Horizon was.
I mean, if you've been looking at the Drive Club news recently and the attention to detail they're putting in that game.
Remember the original trailer? We were all like, I can't believe they got the stitching the same way
Yeah.
as these cars, and it was ridiculous. So
There was, if you guys haven't seen it, it's on NeoGAF. There's, I think, they put it out, the guys at Evolution. It's called like the 52 things you should know about Drive Club or something like that. And it's all the ridiculous details that are in the game, such as in this part of the level, there's literally 500 and something flamingos, and they are all individually acting with their own AI. It's like, are you serious? Why? Like, why would you do that?
Blow by them at 130 miles per hour.
They're
What
doing
the
some
fuck does this matter?
really ridiculous stuff with Drive Club, but that's kind of cool when you look at it. So, other big news, we speculated about this last week.
and I think
Mortal
we all knew it was
Kombat 10 or X, however you want to look at it, has been announced. Ed Boon was teasing this for a while by doing a countdown on Twitter. It did turn out that it was announced, but not through Game Informer like some of us thought.
Right.
Game Informer did Far Cry. Actually,
Right.
instead.
Mhm.
And
Which
the
I'm
other
fine
one was IGN. We thought IGN might do it with their IGN First, but IGN First did Forza Horizon. So it wasn't either of those. Mortal Kombat 10 was kind of its own little thing that happened during that time. It's going to be releasing for PS3, 360, PS4, Xbone, and PC. Sorry. And
You did it again.
it reads off that way. What do you want me to do?
I know, I do that same thing.
Is releasing in 2015, and as far as like a press release statement goes, it launches players into a persistent online contest where every fight matters in a global battle for supremacy. For the first time, Mortal Kombat 10 gives players the ability to choose from multiple variations of each character, impacting both strategy and fighting style. Players step into an original story showcasing some of the game's most prolific characters, including Scorpion and Sub-Zero, who were seen in the trailer, while introducing new challengers that represent the forces of good and evil and tie the tale together. Now, a lot of people were speculating about this trailer. It is CGI. That is not an in-game gameplay trailer.
I would have loved that. That would have been amazing.
It probably won't look that good.
No, it
It's a
won't look
cross-generational game. Hopefully, it
Maybe the
stands
next one
out.
will.
Maybe next one, yeah, but they went with cross-gen on this one. But you see in the CGI trailer some hints at what could be included, such as interactable environments where he picks up like a kind of a branch off a tree, he breaks it off, and
Right.
uses that in battle. And then also the return of the X-ray system, where
Right.
you can break the bones
Which
and you
is-
see the bones
I
breaking.
love that. That was like one of the best things.
Yeah, definitely.
So-
So, looks pretty cool. That's the end for our first segment, guys. We're going to open up the lines on Skype so you guys can call in and talk with us. It is Greg, for instance, for sure, but anyone, you're welcome to call in. It is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds on Skype. So please call in. We are going online right now.
Or even Joey, he was just saying something about Watch Dogs. He felt it's gotten really stale.
Okay, last week he was a little more positive on Watch
He was
Dogs.
very positive about it, so I would love to hear his take. I mean, I understand why, and it's the exact same reason I haven't gotten
Sure,
it yet.
definitely.
So,
And we'll also go to the chat in the meantime if we don't get any calls. So Ventera says, I love him so much I want to remove his head from his body virtually. I'm guessing we're talking about Scorpion or Sub-Zero because that's what happened in the trailer. Of course Scorpion won because Ed Boon seems to have kind of a hard-on for Scorpion.
Right.
He always wins in these like, battle trailers.
Sub-Zero is actually my favorite character.
Sub-Zero and Scorpion are kind of the most iconic, I would say.
Scorpion's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
oh, get over here. This
But at
is
the
it.
same time,
that's all
his
people like.
one trick is really awesome.
We've already got people in the chat room asking if The Last Guardian is canceled. Stay tuned. We will talk about The Last Guardians.
Apparently, we only
cancellation.
watched
It's
IGN
not
and reported
canceled.
them, yes.
Yes. We'll get to that, don't worry. King of Epic wants our laptop. It's a nice laptop. I can see why you would.
Well, whose laptop?
That's true. Jay.
You don't want this iced tea. You don't need it anymore.
Hey, Jay. How you doing, man?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, bud? How you been?
Doing pretty good. Kind of nursing a hangover from a bachelor party last night.
Ah, yeah, I saw that on
Tell us
Twitter.
about
Yeah,
bachelor
did you have a
parties.
good time?
Oh, of course, great time.
Good to hear.
Very nice, man. So we're kind of in the early parts of the show right now, but what do you want to talk about tonight?
Well, I was talking to Mike earlier about maybe talking about some E3 predictions.
Okay, let's get out in front and do it right now. Yeah, so maybe 3. Do you think you can get out 3 E3
Well,
predictions?
just before he even goes into it, just so the people that don't know,
Yeah.
this is Jay. Him and
Definitely,
his
yeah.
buddies do the Key Report. They're on every Thursday night at 8:30, right?
No, I think they're at 7 Central. It would be 8 Eastern.
8. Okay, 8 o'clock
Right.
Eastern. So
Right.
8 o'clock Eastern our time. And they do a show very similar to ours,
Yeah.
where they take calls, they go through all the news and everything like that. Great show. So
Check out the Q Report,
yeah,
definitely.
check 'em out.
So go ahead, Jay. What's your first prediction?
Well, I got a few for each manufacturer, so we'll just do one for each.
Okay.
As far as Nintendo goes, I think they're going to continue focusing on first-party content.
Yeah, definitely.
Because, at this point, it's really the biggest, if not the only reason to buy a Wii U. So I think we might see something along the lines of Star Fox or maybe a Metroid. Maybe
Because we
both.
already know Zelda Wii U is coming, right? That wouldn't be a surprise.
Right.
But Star Fox, that would be a surprise, and a Metroid, I think, would especially be a surprise.
It would be a big help to Nintendo.
Right.
Definitely. All right, who's next?
Let's go Xbox.
Okay.
Cool.
I definitely think, even though it's pretty fresh in development, we're definitely going to see some Gears of War stuff.
Really? Okay.
They also need to push AAA exclusive stuff to try and create buzz and desire by their system over PS4.
Yeah, Black Tusk is developing this new Gears of War, if I remember correctly, and it sounds like they're going to, from what they said, they're going with like the 50% rule, I think is what they called it, where they need to kind of go right in the middle of pleasing the original fans, but changing it enough that people think it's fresh without veering from the original's kind of vibe. So it sounds like they have a good idea of what to do, but they need to prove that. So maybe they could do that this E3.
Definitely, they need to get as many new players as well as keep the old ones.
Yeah. Sorry, the bogey's
We
going
got
nuts.
our dog going nuts over here. So finally, I'm guessing it's Sony. Who's your final prediction?
Yes. As far as Sony goes, I think that I know you were talking about Naughty Dog earlier. I think since you said that they're working on 2 new experiences, I think possibly we might see something from them on either Morpheus or Vita.
Okay.
I think both of them need a AAA, perhaps even first-party title to really sell those machines.
I would say Vita especially. Yeah, definitely.
Really?
Vita is drowning right now. They're in America especially. They're on their last legs, I would say. So Naughty Dog would be
I think it's the right time with the Slim just being released.
Yeah.
To really try and push the sales of it. So it's really due for another AAA first party.
Yeah.
Golden Abyss was a lot of fun. It didn't sell well, but I had a lot of fun with it.
I did as well. It was
A lot of people
long.
did. A lot of people think that that's actually the best Vita game that's been released.
It's very comparable to Uncharted, the original, but what kind of surprised me about Golden Abyss is how long it was. It was a very meaty experience for sure. I was impressed by that.
It was a very full game.
Yeah, definitely. So I would be happy with that for sure. Man, thank you so much for calling in. I think that we're going to touch a little bit on Vita very soon, actually. There were some rumors that came out this week about a potential Vita bundle that we're going to get to very soon.
Yes, indeed.
So stay tuned for that. Thanks for calling in, man.
Thanks, Jay.
All right, guys, take it easy.
I'll see you, man.
See ya.
We're over 100.
We're over 100. And
Guys, that was Jay from the Q Report. So like we said, catch him at 8 o'clock Eastern, 7 Central Time on Thursday nights.
Definitely, yeah. Great show, for sure. Let's go. Maybe let's wait a little while longer.
Yeah,
We got
if anybody
another
else
friend
wants to-
request. Wacko
We've had a bunch of
Sniper.
them.
We've had a lot.
And I feel bad.
Well, let me just say right now, we're going to get to all the friend requests later in the show. We go through our app and look at all of our friend requests, and we can acknowledge you guys. And it's a good way to kind of show some love back to you for friend requesting us.
Right, so in the meantime, if anybody else wants to call in,
You suck.
please do so. We'd love to hear from you.
Jeddah Zayas, discuss Xbox One without Kinect for $299 will be announced. It's actually $399 is what the Xbox
And-
One without Kinect is.
No, they're saying the discless. They're thinking that there's another one.
Oh,
I think.
jeez. Another one.
I don't think so. I think
doubt
that
it.
would be really crazy. By the way, guess what I got?
Uh-oh. What do you
No,
got?
that's not what I wanted.
I never asked for this.
Oh.
Remember that game that we were
Yeah, I
talking
do
about?
remember that game.
A while ago, there was a game Thrown Together posted out for Microsoft.
They had like a
Everybody was
trademark for it or
Right,
something.
a trademark, and everybody was speculating, oh, it's going to be this, cool, and it turned out to be just a phone game.
And it came out under the radar. No one...
Bro, I didn't even know it came out. I'm looking at my store, I'm like, oh, this has been out.
Jay
Well, I'll
Guns
get
is
this.
hoping for some Kingdom Hearts. If you watched my video that I put out not too long ago, I talked about that and my disappointment that Kingdom Hearts 3 supposedly will not be at E3, according to Shinji Hashimoto, who is the president of Square Enix. So pretty unfortunate news. Final Fantasy 15 supposedly won't be there as well. We'll get to that a little later in the show, though.
Have you played War Thunder yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, I tried to go. I wanted to go in and play it, and then it was like, oh, you have to sign up, and I was like, I'm not doing this shit. I'm gonna go pirate somewhere.
Yeah.
So.
All right, how about
Yeah,
we'll
so-
show off the lines. We'll move on to the next segment, but don't worry, guys. We'll open Skype back up after our next news segment, and we'll talk with you guys some more.
Did you actually plug all of our shit, by the way?
No, I haven't.
Oh, and we're gonna.
God.
So before we. Huh?
Why'd you ask that?
Before we go on, guys, if you're watching from the PS4, we thank you. If you haven't already and you like us, add us. Go to on your computers to twitch.tv/the level up show. Heart us. You will get emails and basically notifications when we go live.
Yeah.
You can follow us a lot. That's actually pretty handy for us. Also, add us on Twitch. We're actually pretty active on there.
Definitely.
As well as our Facebook. But also friend requests, like he's saying. We're gonna go through. We're gonna add everybody at the end of the show.
Yep.
You know, Drew is Drew M1788. I am Noob Guru. Also, we have a website now, thelevelupshow.com. We have some reviews on there by
A bunch of new ones.
Right, a bunch of new ones too. Not only from us, but from guys like Dave, No Wales Gamer, and the somewhat silent partner of the Level Up Show, Greg Verga,
Yeah.
who is very active in the chat room right now, and I'm sure he'll call in later. More so on that, though, is going to be, do you have the link for...
The predictions?
No.
Well, that
Yes.
first, because
I have-
on our website are the predictions that
Okay.
people can look at for later on in the show.
Okay.
So that's first.
I wasn't
On
sure
our
if you
website,
would have
thelevelupshow.com, you will see outlines for Mike and I's predictions for this E3, Sony and Microsoft specifically. And what's great about it is that at the bottom of that page, there's a poll for you can decide which one of us you think is going to be the most accurate
Right.
in our predictions.
Right.
So please go to the page that Mark just posted in the chat room and vote. After, of course, you read the outline, which one of us you think will be more accurate.
And last one, we need to make a banner for still.
Definitely.
But we're actually going to be participating in the Extra Life charity fundraiser. So I don't know if you have the link for that yet. Do you? The
Yes, I
Extra
do.
Life. Okay, cool. Mark's going to post in the chat room, guys. We're going to be doing on October 25th. We're going to be doing a 24-hour stream. Hopefully, maybe with some other people that will get in there and everything like that. But we're going to be playing for a couple of hospitals. Me and Drew are both playing for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. So we're going to
Shop,
be able.
yeah.
Yep, shop. So if you're feeling generous and you want to go there, you can actually click that link and donate towards our fund. We greatly appreciate it.
You can donate whatever you want. You
Right.
can make it either a one-time donation of $5, or you can make it a monthly thing that comes out every month, which is obviously very generous.
Do us a favor though, if you do. I mean, if you want to do it anonymously, that's great, and we really honestly appreciate it because this is all going to charity. This isn't us. But if you want to donate, and if you can, please let us know.
Yeah.
I would love to know who you are, and we're gonna do something special for you guys.
Yeah, obviously we
Helps
want to
out.
recognize anyone that helps
Right.
out this cause. Another thing is mark that on your calendars, October 25th. Right now, do it because we're like Mike said, we're doing a 24-hour stream.
Right.
We're
Can't take
gonna
off of work?
it's a Saturday.
Oh.
It's a Saturday, 8 a.m. into Sunday
Yes.
at 8 a.m. And we're gonna have a lot of people hopefully calling into the show. We're gonna be playing games. We're also gonna do playroom streams like this. We're gonna fill out the entire day with a lot of content way ahead of time and really try to make it into something special so you guys can enjoy it. Thank you for the friend request, XX Crash. Thank you.
He was saying earlier that he wanted another Crash Bandicoot game.
Yeah,
I just
a lot of
everybody
people do.
Crash wants Crash.
Let me recognize some other friend
Look at
requests
mine,
already. We got a friend request from Brick Tack, Superfly, and Wacko the Sniper. Thank you everyone for your friend requests, and feel free to continue adding us, anyone in the chat room. So we're going to move on to our next news segment. Let's see, here we go. Here comes this is an entire segment of unfortunate news. I got them all together.
Oh yeah, negativity.
So first, negative news. Batman Arkham Knight delayed into 2015. This was shown through a kind of Batmobile trailer. That it is going to be a big deal at E3. They're going to be showing a lot of Batmobile footage. But at the end of the trailer, it says coming 2015. Thank you, Your Assassin, for the friend request. So that is the first
Right.
big delay of this show, but there's more than one.
Right.
We got a lot of
I am glad that they're going to do a very Batmobile centric because I'm very confused still how that's actually going to work.
Yeah.
I understand what they're saying, that you'll be able to drive it around and there'll be obstacles and stuff like that, but still I'm just not really sure what's up.
First of all, B-Ran, thank you for coming in from Dubai. Awesome that you're here. And Noble Metal Gamer, Dave, thanks for coming in. And also thank you, Sabotage, for the friend request. A lot of thank yous. So go ahead, sorry.
But another disappointing thing too, I know you and even me myself, Media Molecule is not showing anything off at E3.
Yep.
So I'm very disappointed about that. But E3, they said E3 is right around the corner. How exciting! Sadly, we're not showing anything this year, but we're sending high fives to everybody that is. Heart.
Heart.
I'm a little disappointed about that.
There were some other follow-up tweets on this though that I didn't post, and it was kind of just saying that there is a lot to be excited about. They kind of are saying they're in the know, and they're like, guys, there's going to be some really cool
I
stuff
think this is
here.
going to be a great year.
Yeah, I think so too.
I think this is going to be a great year for E3. I think this year and next year are going to be probably the two of the best since 2006.
Sure, yeah. I think next year's going to be even bigger, but this year will be it's going to be great.
E. Raymond Bat, I think I said that right, was saying, you might as well just delay every game to 2015.
Yeah,
that's kind of what I said.
It's been. Like, every freaking release, every major release, except for, like, Destiny so far, I guess, and Watch Dogs has been
Don't
like...
say that just yet.
I'll punch you if that...
Knock on wood.
This is officially the year of 2015.
Right.
Yeah.
This isn't even the year of 2014
Did you read my thing earlier?
2014.
What's the difference between FedEx and games in 2014?
FedEx delivers.
FedEx delivers.
There's a lot of delays happening. We have The Witcher 3 was delayed.
Yeah.
We have
everything
Batman
was
Arkham Knight. We've got The Order. We've got Quantum Break.
Yeah.
It's
The only things that aren't delayed so far are pretty much the games that were announced last minute that said they're coming out this year.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
Do you want to say hi to a new viewer?
Yeah, definitely. Who we got?
Death Skeeth.
Death Skeeth. Welcome to the show, man. We're the
Scythe.
love show.
Scythe.
Oh, it's Scythe.
Scythe.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound right.
But the
Death
4
Scythe.
is an A. I got that right.
Okay.
Yes.
Good job. Good job. And finally, with another unfortunate Sony studio not showing up at E3, Guerrilla Games. Their new
That's
IP
really disappointed me.
is not ready for E3. According to Twitter, no, we won't be showing it right now. Simple reason. No, actually, this was Reddit. No, we won't be showing it right now. Simple reason. We are confident enough in the game, but it's not something we can show and expect reasonable feedback. There's simply a lot of work that we need to do before we show it to our fans. But, you have to understand that. Thank you, Dark Horror Noir, for your friend request. It's just unfortunate because we had that concept art come out recently, which looked so awesome from Guerrilla Games.
Cool.
Looks like Destiny a little bit, to be honest.
Yeah.
It kind of had
I
like
can
the
see that.
colors of Destiny and the open world and the armor, but supposedly also has robotic dinosaurs. So,
I can get behind that.
we can get behind that, right? Like, that sounds awesome. So hopefully, maybe Gamescom will be when they show up. Helda, I think Helda. Yeah, thank you for the friend request. So, that's the end for that segment. I kept it short because it was so negative. Get that out of the way.
Way to be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Well, he was right. He did keep it pretty short.
Yeah.
Instead of like that.
Yeah, definitely.
Like we normally do.
We opened back up the Skype lines. It is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds. Please call in.
Can you get the paper that
And we'll go to the chat room in the meantime.
You're talking about tacos a lot.
Basim, what is this all about? If you're talking about our show, GTA, we're just a gaming dedicated stream. We talk about all the big gaming news from the week. This week, our topic is our E3 predictions. We took it pretty seriously. We're really trying to kind of beat each other out with a battle of accuracy. And you guys can vote on that even on our website,
They're talking
thelevelupshow.com.
about Death Scythe Kid and how Kristen spelled it, and Dave goes, Death Skeet sounds like a death metal band.
It would be a really awesome band name.
Was it Death Scythe?
Yeah,
No, Scythe.
Scythe.
Like,
You know what
like
Scythe
weapons?
is?
Like the thing that harvests.
Yeah, kind of like the Ripper.
Death Scythe.
Hey, Calvin, how you doing?
Hello?
You're on the Level Up Show, man. What do you want to talk about? I think you're listening to the delay. You need to turn down your TV. Okay. Guys, if you're calling in, make sure you mute your TV because we're on probably a 20-second delay, and you're probably going to get a little confused on who you're talking to, like us from 20 seconds ago or the present us.
Right?
But yeah, guys, please call in.
They're assholes.
Is this the Big Bang Theory?
We get that connection a lot because on Big Bang they do this flag show. Sheldon does it with his girlfriend, and I think for some reason people
but there's no
relate us
fat
to
guy
that.
in Big Bang Theory.
Okay. Trying again. Calvin, welcome back. How you doing? Crash Bandicoot.
Crash Bandicoot is what I got.
Are you hoping that's going to be a surprise announcement at E3?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know what? It's possible, but at the same time, it's a little bit unlikely just because it seems like Activision still has ownership of Crash Bandicoot. The reason that a lot of people were theorizing about Crash Bandicoot coming back. The symbol, exactly. There was a trailer that happened from Sony where...
It was actually a really awesome trailer.
It was an awesome trailer. In the background, you see a sign with Crash Bandicoot, and then below that sign is an arrow pointing down to another sign with the Sony symbol on it, kind of implying that Crash has come back to Sony. And now there's been no news about this ever since. Yeah, that was... check it out online if you can find it on YouTube.
It was a Greatness Awaits trailer.
Yeah, it was a Greatness Awaits trailer. It might have been a European one. I can't remember.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I haven't seen the trailer.
You haven't seen it. Yeah, it's an awesome trailer, and it gives a little bit of hope to this theory or rumor. So I'm with you, man. I hope Crash Bandicoot comes back, and I hope Sanzaro maybe is doing it. So there's potential. But thanks for calling in, man. We're getting another call right now. Hey, Tom. Welcome to the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, man. What do you want to talk about tonight?
What do you want to talk about today?
Well, we're talking about E3 a lot tonight. Predictions, for instance. Do you have any predictions?
Yes.
Go ahead, man.
Let's see.
We're putting you on the spot, I know. How about Sony specific? Any Sony announcements that you'd really like to see?
I mean, probably the PS5.
Wow, that is premature, I would say. A little premature. We just got the PS4, man.
I mean, they're just making new stuff.
You're right, they're working on it. I won't deny that because they start immediately. The moment a system comes out, you've got another team in R&D and whatnot planning for PS5. And the thing is, we've kind of predicted maybe there won't be a PS5 in the same way that we're used to consoles. It might be something that you download on your TV. So,
maybe they might release a PS4, but or a PS5, but it might just be a PS4 with a 5 on it. And everyone will buy it because they'll think it's new, but it won't be.
That would be a smart thing to do. I guess Nintendo could probably do that.
I'd buy that. I think I might buy that just to be the cool guy on the street who has the PS5.
Right, because I got money to throw away.
Yeah. You'd be like, I have the PS5, but I can only play the PS4 games because they don't make PS5 games.
At that point, you might as well just make a sticker with a 5 on it and put it on your PS4 and then tell all your friends, yeah, I got a PS5. It came out earlier. I got connections.
You could just tell everybody the PS5 is backwards compatible after you put the 5 on it.
Definitely.
You should do that.
We will. We're going to do it just for you, Tom. Thanks for calling.
Special Level Up Show version, too.
Awesome call right there.
We have a viewer.
Who do we got?
From, who's living in Oahu right now.
Which we were just at.
Yeah, he knows that. Mole.
God, Drew!
I'm sorry to state the obvious.
No, his name is Mole.
I think it's Mule.
Mule, 87.
Yeah. He's talked with us multiple times on our website. He's commented. So, yeah, he's a good guy.
He's moving, but it's about 5 p.m. there, which is really weird.
Yeah,
that is weird. Yeah, because they're 6 hours behind us, right? Yeah. So, we had a great time. Not specifically in Oahu, to be honest, just because it was very city-like, but...
Don't talk bad about Oahu.
We got Ventera calling in.
Yeah.
Hey, Joey!
What's up, everybody?
Hey, how you doing, man? What do you want to talk about tonight? I'm guessing E3, right?
Yeah, I was looking at some games on Games Radar, and apparently they have a new Oddworld game that's coming out, which I am super excited about because I love Oddworld.
Does that have Tasty in the title? In some?
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I thought so. Yeah, it's a remake, right, of one of the older Oddworlds?
I think so. It looks 2D.
Yeah, kind of a return to form. Let me just say, Dan, we'll call you back in a second. Go ahead, Joey. What E3 predictions, surprises, are you expecting now?
Surprises?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I don't even know what to expect anymore, honestly.
It's not a surprise if you know it's coming, Drew.
I'm saying expecting. He's theorizing. He's predicting.
This is complicated. I really don't know, honestly. I thought about it. I was hanging out with my friends all day, and we were talking about E3. We just don't know what to expect anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's tough.
Everything's being shown off.
Yeah, everything came out before.
This is my issue. That
Yeah.
I even said this to Drew when we were talking like about our predictions. I had no. Originally, our predictions were supposed to be what we thought might come out. Yeah, we had a good idea of what would come out. But now, it turned into, okay, well, we're just going to put down what we think the conference is going to be.
Yeah. I mean, how awesome would it have been if Project Beast was not leaked? And that was just a surprise announcement. That would have been huge. It would have been so exciting. Oh, you're on our video, man. I didn't even realize it.
Because I finally got my video working.
Yeah, there we go. You disappeared because we're getting another call. But Project Beast is still going to be really exciting. I just wish that wasn't leaked. Trying to think. We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
I think at this point, every developer or studio is racing each other to like one up for E3, and they're just progressively announcing things beforehand, like, hey, get excited for this, jump on our hype train.
Yeah,
exactly.
And there's only so many trains you can board at once.
All I got this year, I actually just want to read. I want to take back what I said last week about Watch Dogs.
Right? I told you.
Oh man, that's sad. I feel really bad.
You blew it.
It sucks. Did you just say it sucks?
No, it doesn't suck. I'm just so bored playing it. Like, it's not fun, and the Ubisoft servers are shit.
Wow.
Like, they're just not good at all, and I'm just so bored running around and chasing cars, and like those random crimes, like you can only Superman dive at random, criminals before you get bored of it.
Right. No, you're right, and that was my problem with Assassin's Creed, Black Flag. The first like 8 or so hours, I was like, this is a really cool game. I'm
You
feeling
need to
this.
play the story mode. You're doing it wrong.
Okay, maybe I'm doing it wrong, but I got bored. In the same way that you're getting bored with Watch Dogs. Maybe I'm just not a Ubisoft open world guy.
I mean, the story mode for Black Flag was awesome, but the side quests and the collectibles, I want to give a medal to the man that actually completed the entire thing, that got every single collectible, that everything. That's so many. Have you seen that map? Like, it's pulled up on Google. It's nuts.
It's ridiculous, and that's why I have the problem with Assassin's Creed 4. I would really, if it was more reasonable, like even like Infamous 2 was, a little bit ridiculous how much, or Infamous 1.
Oh my god, those death drops.
Oh my god, it's nuts. But like, even if they had that in Assassin's Creed 4, that many, or maybe even a little bit more than that, I would have been able to do it. With Assassin's Creed 4, I'm just like, you know what? Fuck this chest. The money doesn't matter to me, and I don't need to get it because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly. For like crap that I don't need.
Right.
And speaking of E3, going back to it, I'm excited to see Unity. Like, I really am excited for the next Assassin's Creed game.
I think
what I
definitely will
discovered,
see that.
and I said this to you in the chat. I was talking about it in our gaming chat thing. Have you realized how Assassin's Creed, Watch Dogs, and even possibly another game are all connected in the same universe?
I read an article about that. I don't know.
Did you play? Well, did you? So did you?
Like,
you played Assassin's Creed Black Flag yet?
Yeah, of course. I put as much time into it as I could, but I can't get all the collectibles. But I finished it.
In the current present day, if you're walking around, you actually can hear conversations about people, and I think the one goes, I can't believe we have to work for this company, and they're like, oh well, it's better than over in Chicago where that maniac is doing all this crazy, whatever.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that, and they actually reference Aiden Pierce in Chicago doing stuff. And then actually the missions, you have to give a package to a certain person that strikes a very, very, very strong resemblance to another character in Ubisoft's universe that I think is going to come out at this E3.
It's kind of like the Pixar universe where
everything is connection. Yeah. So I think this is Ubisoft is easily my favorite company right now.
Now, is it just like making references to one another, or do you actually think they'll actually do some kind of a crossover in the future? It would be weird.
I'm going to get to that later.
I mean, I don't know what he's going to say, but I'm just guessing it's kind of like a little, like a fan service thing where it's a universe. They've created this universe, and it's Ubisoft, so they're trying to kind of tie it all into one universe. Doesn't mean they need to cross over in any way. It just means that, Black Flag happened, 800 years or whatever before this one, or something like that. It's kind of like how some people think Final Fantasy VII and Final Fantasy X are connected.
And we can still dream, like in Second Son, when there's like one of the corporate buildings has a sign Colin McGrath with like the Sly Cooper logo as its as its sign. But honestly, if I ever heard that there was like an infamous Sly Cooper crossover, I'm gonna lose my shit.
I would lose it too. That was a cool little thing though, where you kind of see painted or chalked on the wall like Sly Cooper and stuff like that. Yeah, I like that kind of stuff, and I think it's cool when some developers do that for sure. All right, man, we're getting so many calls, so we're gonna move on. But thanks for calling in.
All right, guys, I'll talk to you guys later.
See you, Joe.
Bye.
Guys, we've also had a bunch of friend requests.
Vader was one of them.
What?
Vader. Thank you.
Vader, and there was another one, God something. Thank you guys.
I am your friend.
I'm gonna call. We're getting calls, but I'm gonna call Dan back first, just because he
Yes.
called one of our first callers, and
Jesus.
he's a repeat caller. So hopefully,
Henry?
yeah, Henry.
Diarrhea Jason's in here, by the way.
Oh
He's
no,
always in here.
Jason,
I haven't seen him yet.
DJ, what's fire? Diary Jason. He hung up on me. I'm gonna try it again. Hey, Calvin keeps calling back. I'm not sure if he's. I don't know. He might be causing us problems.
Or
No.
he was the other one.
I'm gonna try Dan one more time.
Yeah, Dan's good.
Hey, Dan, Henry, how you doing, man?
Hey, Drew, my buddy, how you doing?
I'm great. We're talking about E3. Do you want to get in on that, or is there something else you want to talk about?
No, I'm all up into that. You know what? Yesterday, I saw your video on Facebook. You know, in regards to what not to really expect, and obviously we're not going to get as much as we really want to get for 2014.
Yep.
I'm already on top of that. Drew, I'm a big Mac head. I go to all of Apple's shows out in San Francisco when they were doing the Mac World, and I haven't missed any of that. And usually every time we get there, it's okay, but it's not great because what they're showing never seems to always end up, not Apple, but some other companies, never end up selling what they're actually showing right there for the same year.
Yeah.
And sometimes it ends up being vaporware, just like CES. So I was already expecting that with E3 coming up. In fact, I'm already kind of excited about the PlayStation Now. I was lucky enough to get one of the I guess what do you call those invites, the private invite for PlayStation Now.
Nice.
It's pretty cool. I actually like it. It's just kind of fun to be able to play some of the legacy games, and I think that Sony is probably going to blow that up, and I'm hoping that they give it to people who actually are PlayStation Plus subscribers for free, you know?
Oh, that would be awesome. I do think there's going to be some type of perk there. I'm going to be honest and say I don't think it will be free. I do think it'll be an additional cost, but I think PlayStation Plus members will obviously get some type of discount or perk from it all. I'm hoping it's a big one.
Yeah, well, it's always wishful thinking. You know, I know I'm not going to get exactly what I want, and as well as everybody else, but hey, I can wish, right?
I'm glad you're staying optimistic this week, man.
Oh, I'm very optimistic. You know, I like all this stuff. I get all up into these shows. These shows are fun. But, you know, if we're just like you were saying earlier about the Batman game, I didn't even know about that until I watched your show tonight.
Yeah.
So that really does suck.
That does suck, doesn't it? I'm sorry to bring you down, man. We'll
That's
lift you
okay.
back up later.
It's realistic. That's what it is. You know, I still love this PS4. You know, what can I do? I enjoy it. And you know what? Also, one more thing before we get off the phone over here. I can't say that, you know, it's to each his own in terms of the Watchdog game, but, you know, the only criticism I have for the game is the graphics aren't as great as I would like them to be, but that is a really fun game.
Okay. How far into it are you, though? Watch.
I am I don't know.
That's the thing, because it seems like everyone's like, oh, it's really good, and then they get 6 hours in, and they're like, okay, I'm a little bored.
Oh, if you're talking about hours, maybe 2 hours.
So yeah, you might want to hold off judgment. Right?
That's the problem that Joey had.
Yeah.
Joey last week called in. He was probably a few more hours into it than you are, and he was like, "Oh no, it's really good. I don't know why people are so down on it." And then when he called in just a few minutes ago, he was like, "I kind of want to retract what I said a little bit."
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so-
I hope that you continue to like it.
Yeah.
But I
love it.
would reserve judgment until
Right.
you're maybe 10 hours
He
in.
seems more like the game that's going to play for the story and maybe not as much for the side missions, and that's where Joey's getting bored.
Sure, yeah.
So you might love it. You might think it's still an 8.59 or whatever. So.
Yeah.
Well, I'm also figuring, too, if anybody was really into GTA 5, they may not necessarily love this game. I know there's only some small similarities. I know the whole game's not really the same, but I think that if you have played GTA 5, you may not necessarily love Watch Dogs. So I don't know if that really is a buzzkill for some people. But for me, that's actually okay.
All right. Thanks for calling in again, man. You're always one of our best callers.
Oh, man, you know, you're my homeboy. I love all you guys, you know, and so I will be talking to you. So, you know what? Also, I'm glad you guys brought up the what you're going to be doing in October in terms of, can you tell me what it was again?
Yeah, you know, right after this call, I'm gonna go into that whole thing again.
Okay, because you know what? My entire family is from Philly.
Nice.
And I would
really?
definitely love to support this.
Oh, dude, that'd be
I'll
great.
plug it right after your
I
call
posted
for
the
everyone.
link.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Well, you guys take it easy, okay?
See you, Dan or Henry.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks, Dan.
All right, bye.
Why don't we? I know we're getting a lot
Oh,
of calls.
Yeah, I'm gonna shut off the line real quick.
What's up?
I was gonna say that shop is where most of the P
Everybody wants
stations go for my hospital that I scan.
I have a very big
So.
thing for CHOP.
So CHOP is awesome. It's a good charity.
Oops.
I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna shut off the lines. We're getting so many calls. I can't get in front of this guy. He's calling too quick. Harry, I'm sorry, man. We're gonna get to your call later. All right, he's gonna have to just keep calling in like that then. Until he stops.
Right.
He really wants to talk.
So guys, we're not taking any more calls right this second.
There's also Calvin, and there's also like an SFS, like a very crazy name.
Right.
We're gonna move on for now.
We're at
But
200
first,
now.
we're at 200. Awesome. Thank you, everyone who's in the room. You guys are awesome.
But just before we go on,
Yes.
all of our information is always at levelupshow.com. Check our website out. We have reviews by like the ones of us here, as well as people like Dave, Noble Males Gamer, who's in the chat,
Where's Greg?
as well as Greg, who is also in the chat.
He's in the chat.
But I haven't seen him though.
No, he hasn't called in yet. Also,
he might be
add
saving
us on
himself.
Twitch, twitch.tv/levelupshow. Heart us so you will get notifications when we go
I would
live.
never leave
And
this
Twitter, the Level Up Show. We're actually pretty active on there. We'll talk to you guys. We'll post random stuff.
When I go to bed.
So, yeah, that'd be cool. And what Henry, Dan was just talking about, we're doing a charity event come October. It's going on from now till October. If you want to do any donations, it's called the Extra Life Foundation.
Yep.
Drew and I are both playing for CHOP, Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. I know Greg is on our team as well. He's actually not playing for CHOP. He's playing for another one.
In New York, I'm pretty sure.
In New York, which is very similar. But if you guys want to donate, that's great. You can do anything as minimal as you want. If you want just like $5 one time, that's great. If you want to do like $20 every month or whatever you want to do, honestly, we greatly appreciate it. It's all going towards this fundraiser. And then on October 25th, we have a 24-hour live stream that we're doing for this.
We have a pretty hefty goal, and but we
Yeah.
think we can make it because you guys are awesome. So
Right, we have some really great fans.
What's your
yeah.
goal?
I'm not even gonna say what the goal is,
Yeah,
but we have a hefty goal because we think that you guys are awesome.
I think when we get to like halfway, I think we can tell.
Yeah, maybe when we get up there, because we have no idea really what's going to happen with it. But we hope that you guys are supportive because it's a great cause. I also wanted to say something. Oh, there was a guy that was asking, what is PlayStation Now? There's some people that don't know what it is. PlayStation Now is going to be a streaming service for games, kind of similar to Netflix. You don't have to download the games, you don't have to maybe even buy the games necessarily, because you might be paying like a subscription fee where you either rent or you stream a certain number of games per month. We're not sure all the details just yet, but it's going to be very backwards compatible supposedly, where you can play PS3 games, PS2 games, PS1 games maybe even. And this is all going to be instant if you have a good enough connection. So we're going to hear about that tomorrow, I'm sure, at Sony's conference a little bit, because the beta, like wider beta, is going to be starting very soon.
Yep.
All right, so we shut off the line for now because we're going to move on to our third news segment. We'll open up the lines again later, don't worry. Oh, you know what, real quick, I'm going to acknowledge your friend request. Bricktap, Dark R Noir, Godsin, Kelda 3in, Octash, Sabotage, Steezy, Superfly, Veda,
It'd actually be funnier if I read them.
Zio, your assassin, XX Crash, and Evil Snip.
That's actually a good
Thank
idea.
you, all of you, for your friend requests. You guys are awesome.
I should read them.
And you should read them from now on. I'll get it set up and you'll read them later because it'll be hilarious. But you guys are all awesome. We will add you right after the show ends. And anyone else who hasn't added us yet, please feel free. I'm Drew M1788 and Mike is Noob Guru.
Same.
All right, so Amazon France leaked something pretty big this week. We were referencing it earlier. It's a PS4 Vita bundle, supposedly. It's currently listed for release on July 4th.
Which could be a placeholder.
Which it might be a placeholder, and I think the price is also a placeholder because it literally is just the addition of the Vita price and the PS4 price as it is now. If this does come, I have to imagine there will be some sort of discount. What that will be, I have no idea, but I will be predicting a little later on in the show what it will be. So I think it's awesome news as long as they get the price right.
Why did you give me the sad news?
I don't know. I should have taken this, but go
You
ahead.
should have taken
Thanks,
the sad
Chaos
news,
Miss.
dick.
Also because I'm kind of the big fan of... No, you know what? You're a big fan.
We're equal.
Go ahead. I will follow you up.
I think the biggest thing that everybody's been waiting for are these two final games, for Sony at least, and that's for Final Fantasy 15 and Kingdom Hearts. Sadly, they will not be at E3, so if you are looking forward to that, that's great, but just don't be getting excited for tomorrow. In an interview with Shinji Hashimoto, Kingdom Hearts 3 said we are working diligently on Kingdom Hearts 3, but I think releasing new information will still take some time. We include a small part regarding the story of Kingdom Hearts in the new trailer for Kingdom Hearts 2.5, prepared for E3 2014. So please check that out. So I guess that means that you're going to see a 2.5 trailer, which is
We already actually have the trailer, if you haven't seen it, and all it is like text.
Right, it's just text from the thing about the keyboard.
Yeah.
Keyboard. Which actually is interesting. And then for Final Fantasy 15, first I'd like to say the development of Final Fantasy 15 is going well. Internally, we try to ascertain the best timing for revealing new information about the game to the fans. So when we were going over our promotion plans, we judged that this year's E3 would not be the best time to exhibit the information about 15. Instead, we are currently planning to exhibit new information at events after E3 2014. I am extremely grateful to all fans who excitedly anticipate Final Fantasy 15, and I'm looking forward to share new information when the timing is right. I would appreciate if you can hold out until then.
All right, I have a rant prepared for later. Should I do 2 rants tonight, or should I?
Are you mad about this?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be mad about this?
I completely agree.
Kingdom Hearts 3, I have no problem not being there.
Right.
But when Final Fantasy 15 was revealed last year, becoming Final Fantasy 15 from Versus 13, they said, fans, we are going to give you a steady flow of information from that one. You can look forward to us consistently updating you on the development of this game. It's been a year,
right? And
now the biggest show of the world for gaming, you're not going to show off.
What's even more disheartening is they said we're planning to exhibit new information at events after E3 2014. That being said, there's Gamescom.
Yes, there is. And I have to, or TGS.
And TGS. Yeah. And I think those two are going to be the bigger ones. I think actually TGS is going to be the big one. Yeah. I think it actually still falls in line with my predictions of what we're going to see.
Okay.
And you got to admit, it's looking more and more likely.
I'm still saying that 15's coming first.
I didn't say it's not.
Okay, I'm just gonna put that out there. 15 will come first. There's just no way. Kingdom Hearts 3 will come before 15. That's just that would be.
Agree.
Okay, I'm glad you switched on that one because you definitely thought 3 could come.
No,
first.
because I changed. I just re-examined what I thought for the release date. All right. Anyway,
thank you, Jaguar fan, and also thank you, Bookie, for your friend request.
Yeah, so that's a little saddening news from that.
Definitely, and this is sad as well. It's sad news, and it's kind of.
It goes. I'm surprised you put it in originally, but I'm actually interested to see what the.
Some other sad news. We talked about this before. The former Halo composer Marty O'Donnell was fired supposedly from Bungie without cause. He says. So now we get an update on this. He is suing Bungie.
Yeah.
He's suing them because they promised him paid time off. All those days he had accrued vacation, all that kind of stuff. According to their contract or whatever at Bungie, they pay back to someone when they let them go. So he hasn't been paid, even though Ryan from Bungie, Harold Ryan, and Bungie promised this to him. So I put this here because I just think it's so sad that this guy that worked with Bungie for so long.
I want to know what the hell happened.
Exactly, that's what I want to know because his music is
very right. So it's not like he's a developer.
Yeah.
He's not a programmer.
Yeah.
He's not an artist.
No.
He's a musical artist. He's a musical artist. But they have, and don't get me wrong, because I actually give a lot of credit, more than most people do, to composers and everything like that for video games, and I know you do too. But I feel like as far as connections to the game, he has the least out of anybody in a company. So for someone like him to get fired randomly, as weird as it is, but then to take this stance on where they don't pay him.
You'd be surprised how connected someone can become with a composer now.
No, I agree. Look at Last of Us. I get it.
Journey, I think, is the best example. Like Austin Wintory's that score made Journey into, in my opinion, a masterpiece.
Yeah,
that game would not have been a masterpiece if it was not for Austin Wintory's score. That final sequence in the game with Apotheosis playing is tear-inducing because of that music. Like, it's needed.
Right, but the problem is that it's not a thing where you normally don't just fire a composer randomly. If it was an artist who was maybe leaking images, that's one thing. Heck, even if you leak music, I guess that's bad, but to just randomly, I don't know, it's very
It's bizarre, and maybe we'll find out some more about it
eventually,
but right now, it's going to be kept in the dark, I'm sure, for a while. We opened back up Skype, guys. That was the end of our third news segment. If you would like to call in, audio call, please, if you can. It is the Level Up Show, spelled exactly how it sounds, on Skype, and we can talk about your E3 predictions, potentially, or maybe one of the news stories we've already discussed. We will go to the chat room in the meantime, and also maybe in the meantime we can have
I'm talking
Kristen
in the chat
read
room.
off some of these funny
Kristen
names.
says be nice.
Kristen says
We
be
do have
nice,
some new
and
friend
marked
requests.
words.
Why don't we reintroduce everyone?
guys.
Why don't you, okay, first we'll introduce everyone.
Yeah,
First of all, we're the Level Up Show. We're on every week, usually, at 10:15 Eastern Time, usually
Episode
after Game of Thrones.
26.
This is episode 26. We've been on for 26 weeks, guys. This is not the beginning for us.
Actually, more than that, technically.
Yeah, technically. But I'm Andrew. This is...
Mike.
I'm Mark.
And...
Kristen.
Yeah, she said it. Wait,
That
she
face
said
is
it.
awesome.
But they're both in the chat room. This is Kristen Says Be Nice, and this is Mark
That was
Words.
great.
So we got...
Hi guys.
Derek Carr.
This is the same guy that called
AKA Kristen Bernice. Bernice. Kristen Bernice.
Derek, you're on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Oh.
Derek, are you there?
I heard a voice.
He's real low. He's real
Really low.
Derek, we're having trouble hearing you, man.
Is there a mic?
Yeah, it's barely there. It's like
Yell into it.
I can
it's
barely
just
hear it.
barely there in the
Or
background.
like a murmur. It's like a ghost.
Nah, I heard him say, "Can you hear me?" But it's
It's
real.
from like white noise.
It's too low, man. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to let you go. Try again later if you can figure out your audio problems.
Bernice.
That sucks.
Oh man.
Why don't you read off some of these friend requests that we got?
Boogeyman Chan. Brick Tack. Calhoun Put Work. Chaos Mist. Dark Heart Noir. Godsend. 42.
All right, pause.
Hond Enitz.
Blaine, you are on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
on,
We're
man?
doing
Not
great,
bad.
man. And we're talking about E3, specifically predictions, it seems. Is there any
Yeah.
predictions that you want to make?
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is Crash, by the way, the guy that was all obsessed over Crash Bandicoot.
Oh, cool.
Well, is that one of your predictions, or is that just kind of like a hope?
No, that was one of my predictions, but I had another one. So, I've been like obsessing over Mirror's Edge too. Just I was a big fanatic over the first game, and it's just such a big deal. Like I'm like just hoping it comes out, or it's shown at E3. So it'd be a really awesome.
EA has their own
Thing,
conference, and I have to
for-
imagine that they'll show off Mirror's Edge 2 for sure there. I think they're going to show off probably some type of co-op mode or something that
Ooh, that'd be
separates
awesome.
it. It's going to be separated from Mirror's Edge for sure, I have a feeling, with some type of gameplay mechanic that they will show off at their conference.
Oh yeah, I was also hoping for like I don't know, free open world. That'd be so cool. I mean, it would be like Dying Light, but without zombies.
Yeah, you know what? I think that it might even be confirmed, Blaine, that Mirror's Edge 2 does have more of an open world style than the other ones.
So great.
I think it's going to be really cool for the Mirror's Edge fans out there, which is kind of like a little bit of a niche cult following, but they're really, really like strong. Like they're excited. So I'm happy for you guys.
I have nothing to say on that.
Okay, but Blaine, any other big predictions you want to make real quick?
No, I just want to thank y'all for this awesome stream. It's I'm really enjoying it. I follow you on Twitch. It's really I'm loving the stream so far, guys.
Thank you so
Thanks,
much.
man.
I hope you tune in
Appreciate
every
it.
week.
Well, I guess I will.
Nice. All right. Thanks for calling in. See ya.
I like that.
Thank you,
guy.
Blaine.
Tempest back.
Thanks, Crash.
Yeah, I'm
like
going to call
that
Tempest
crowd.
back because we just barely missed him.
I was reading.
I know you were.
We'll get back to that in a
It
second.
wasn't Hond Enitz. It was Honda Nuts.
Honda nuts.
That's even
Sounds like
better.
really risque snack food.
Hey, Tempest, sorry we missed you earlier.
It's okay, that's fine. How you doing, guys?
Oh, we're doing great,
Good
man.
yourself, man. How's it going?
Oh my god.
E3 predictions. I'm kind of because I was actually looking really forward to E3, and unfortunately in Canada we can't download the app
Oh,
on
no.
the PlayStation Network.
Yeah, you were saying that earlier.
So I got it. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier, and I also found a way around it. So I opened an American account.
Yeah,
and now I'm going to be able to watch it. So
Right. Well, you
but
should have done
besides
that a long
that-
time ago.
That sounds so backwards and stupid.
It's a little messed up, but at least you
Choose
can
your-
get it.
Like, why would you limit it like that?
Yeah.
I don't get it. North America is North America, as far as I consider.
Yeah, right.
But anyways, for predictions, I think the biggest thing, something people have already mentioned, because I'm not as happy as about the E3 show as they were kind of predicting, because a lot of stuff's been already put out, everything. So I don't know. To me, I'm just looking for. Actually, maybe it's just more of the Star Wars stuff. I want to see more of the Star Wars.
Like Battlefront or
Battlefront. Yeah, the Battlefront.
yeah,
That's what I.
I know you're very excited about that for sure. And maybe even we get a sneak peek at Amy Hennig's Star Wars game. You never know.
Yes. Yeah, because I forgot she left.
Naughty Dog.
The last one, yeah, right. Naughty Dog.
Yeah.
And I was also going to mention to you guys. I don't know if you guys. I sent you an email about this. Is there was a guy actually on Friday was actually beta or alpha and beta testing Destiny.
I saw.
Yes,
I saw
I did
it.
not get to see it, and it was taken down.
What an enormous leak that was. That is massive. And
I've actually befriended this guy, and he actually is going to be streaming it again. Apparently, he didn't say where he got the beta. I think he actually personally might be working for them.
he is asking for trouble. He's got like thousands and thousands of Twitter followers. He's not like some like
No, he's
unknown
not a
guy.
random guy.
And he tweeted out like, "Yeah, Bungie is going to kill me." Like he tweeted
Right.
that. Like he knows
Right.
he's in trouble. He's in big trouble. So
Yeah, and apparently when I was talking to him, he won't be able now to stream it. Like he will stream it after the after Monday, apparently.
Okay.
So if anybody's watching Twitter, they can actually see the game. And what at least I saw for the last the hour of gameplay, it actually looks pretty good. It looked pretty good for the alpha beta build or whatever
Did you
build
see
it.
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can find some videos online if you look.
I heard
hard.
that they were taking them all off.
Vimeo has some still up.
do
Yeah,
they? Okay.
You gotta
I
search
know.
for them, but you can find them. So if anyone wants to see it,
I just want to say thanks a lot, guys. You have a great show as usual,
Oh, thanks.
and I'll just keep watching.
nice. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Tempest. Thanks for calling in.
Can I finish reading?
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm
Kristen,
gonna
keep
show up the
going,
lights. Go ahead.
Jackhammer _3. Jaguar fan 712. Jedi Mr. 06. Kelda Thrian.
Close.
Notlocks. Optesh MC. Sabotage 013. Steezy Hopkins.
Steezy Hopkins.
Can you
is so
say it any
good.
slighter?
Superfly. Vader 203. Verdict 4489. Wacko the Sniper. Exio Your Assassin. Crash 97.
That's Crash.
Axel Snips.
Is that it?
Peas.
Peas and peas.
Peas.
Thank you all for your
Peas.
friend requests, as read by
Beans and
Kristen.
crackers.
You guys are awesome. We appreciate all of your friend requests. If you
Content
haven't friend
requests.
requested us, please do. I am Drew M1788.
That last
And Mike.
one.
You have to admit, that's really
That last
good.
one reminds
God, the
me
piece
of
of
getting
rice.
snipped.
Oh my god.
Alrighty, so how about we move on to
Anyway.
segment 4.
Look how we're having our own little conversation.
I know.
going on.
This kind of follows up the Square Enix news about 15 and KH3 not being there. So the Remember Me studio is supposedly collaborating with Square Enix on a new game, supposedly a new IP. So IGN was the one I think who broke this story a little
Oh,
bit
we
ago.
can't report it.
We can't report this because they are so untrustworthy. But I'm going to keep going anyway.
Well, that's, I mean, this is where we only get our news. We don't get
Yeah.
our news from anywhere else except for IGN, guys.
Don't Nod Entertainment is collaborating with Square Enix for a new game on digital platforms. It's unknown what this is going to be. They might be trying to give it some spotlight though. At E3, maybe this is why they're not showing 15 and KH3. Maybe they want to give the spotlight to this game. I think that would be a dumb decision. They could at least show a trailer for 15 and Kingdom Hearts 3, right? But it's possible. According to Lee Singleton of Square Enix, we are not ready to announce the game details today, but I can tell you that I'm excited. This game feels refreshingly different from traditional story-driven games, and you won't have long to wait before we share more details, probably meaning maybe E3. So that might be one of the things to look forward to tomorrow.
Thank you to the monster for adding us.
It ain't
Yeah.
easy being steezy.
It's so good.
That's a good
Is that what it
That was
says?
from Mole 87 or Mule 87.
Mule, yeah.
He lives in Oahu.
The
I
free
really
play.
hope
Oh,
Steezy is still watching us right now.
I haven't seen him in chat in a few minutes.
WTF, bunch of bored nerds.
Aw.
Oh, poor us.
That cut me deep. That cut me deep.
We're having fun.
Yeah. We're not so bored, actually.
Kingslayer.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. The free-to-play shooter Loadout is coming to PS4. It came out to PC earlier this year, and it's going to come out exclusively for console-wise for the PS4. It's from the developer of Edge Reality, and it has a very Team Fortress vibe
Yeah, it
to
does.
and billions of different weapon combinations and customizations. I'm trying to remember. There was 2 years ago, and I said this to you.
Yeah.
And I'm trying. Do you remember at all yet what I'm talking about?
I don't think it was this.
Okay. Do you remember what I'm talking about though with that?
Was it a zombie-esque one?
No, that was Fortnite.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
There was the other one that I was like really psyched about, and it had
It's
like
not
a
the
very
one that
cool-
became Fuse, right? by
Is that what-
Insomniac.
Is that what Fuse became?
Yeah, it was originally called Overstrike, and then
Yes!
that became Fuse.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
God
which
damn
was
it.
terrible.
That was awful.
They removed all of the charm of it and turned
Right.
it into Fuse.
And turned it into Fuse, this
Yeah.
like uber realistic shitty game.
Yeah, for some reason, Insomniac chose to rehash Ratchet and Clank over and over again on PlayStation. And then when they decided to go multi-platform on both systems, they released a terrible game called Fuse.
Right.
Then when they decided to go to Xbox One, finally they decided to do a really cool-looking game called Sunset Overdrive.
I'm wondering if they're just really bored with.
I'm a little
Sony.
bitter over that because it does look really good. I wish
Right.
they
And
would
had
have.
such a close development relationship
Yeah.
with Sony for so long.
I just wish it would've
get
been
if you want me to-
multi-platform.
Right. It's I don't know. It's getting really.
Yeah, it's a little frustrating just because it looks really good.
It's really
Sunset
bad though. 'Cause
Overdrive.
that was looking really. Oh, I'm so pissed.
Mike, is that homemade iced tea?
Mhm.
Someone was asking.
It's oolong and mint.
It's fancy.
Oh wow, we're up to 231. Thank you
That's
everyone
a-
who just came
that's a
in.
thing.
We are
What?
the Level Up Show. We are a gaming dedicated
Okay.
video stream on every Sunday around 10:15 Eastern Time. We're on after Game of Thrones, if you guys watch that. But if you want to keep track of us, please go on twitch.tv, create your own account, and add us there. We're the Level Up Show, as it says in the URL. If you heart us on there, you'll get email notifications whenever we go live. Also, follow us on Twitter at the Level Up Show, level spelled LBL. Facebook, you can like us on there. And then finally, as a lot of people have already done, thank you in advance, add us on PSN. I am Drew M1788, and Mike is Noob Guru.
Jeff
I.
Alex says he misses G4. I miss G4 too. But
Yeah,
I miss
I do a little
G4
bit.
from like 6 years ago, before the entire station basically went from G4 to we play cops and Campus PD on repeat.
Oh, I don't mind Campus PD too much. That show was so good.
It was pretty entertaining, but all the
Yeah, I
time.
know. Yeah.
Guys, if you can get your friends to get us up to 250 viewers, Drew is going to do Pterodactyl Andrew.
I did not agree to that.
Yes,
but I
that's
will.
that's our thing.
I will.
Yeah,
250, I will do Pterodactyl Andrew.
Joey wrote the Level Up Show in a bathroom stall.
Wow,
Really?
he's spreading the word.
Everyone.
Guerrilla marketing.
I don't know if I want the word spread there.
Yeah.
Taking a shit and looking at Level Up.
Should write
Dark
on the
Victorine,
bathroom stall.
thank you for the friend request. I'm going to go into this final story in this segment. There is a rumor going around that a new Prince of Persia is in development, and it's going to be using the UV art engine that is used with Rayman and Child of Light recently, which is a gorgeous engine, always has beautiful artwork. But what's kind of weird about this rumor is that they say the same techniques of animation are going to be used as in the last Rayman, such as the prince's body being divided into several parts, such
Get
as
it.
the torso, pelvis, leg, shin, foot, forearm, hands. So, if I'm reading this correctly, they're going to have that kind of floating limbs
Right.
look to the prince.
Which I don't like that.
That's very bizarre if this is true. But the guy that saw it says that it's very fluid and kind of cool looking. A 2D UV art Prince of Persia, though? That sounds pretty
I'm
cool.
all for the 2D UV art Prince of Persia, especially after seeing Child of Light.
And don't knock until you see it, right? So let's wait until
But
we
the
see
whole
what this
floating
means.
arms
But
and legs and everything like that.
it's been a while since we've had a Prince of Persia.
Yeah.
2008's
Especially
Prince
if
of
it's a
Persia was
good
pretty
one.
cool. Yeah, I like the 2008 one with that cell shaded style,
The one where it starts in the desert and it's
Yes, exactly.
and it's like all
and you can't die.
right.
You
right, I
just
like
keep
that.
getting saved
I
by
like
the
that a
girl.
lot.
Jeff Alex, thank you for the friend request. Oh God, damn it! Don't hit 250. Stop it. Go back down. Thank you, Bika 101
That's
for the
great.
friend request.
So we're gonna open up the lines for
I
Skype.
kind of want to say really quick though, because we're not doing it enough, that we have a new charity that you guys could donate to. It's for the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, also Children's Hospital of New York if you're donating to Greg, but it's called Extra Life. And you can find it. Damn, Mark's not here to link it.
Mark will post the link as soon as he gets back. Don't
He
worry.
didn't kill the spider.
You
He
can also find it on
captured
our
it.
main page, though, thelevelupshow.com. There's a banner right at the top for Extra Life. You guys can donate as much as you want, or you can make it so it's a monthly donation, whatever you guys want to do. But it's for a great cause, and we hope that you guys can be a little generous towards that. It's going to be going all the way until October 25th, when we do a 24-hour straight stream. From 8 a.m. on Saturday to 8 a.m. on Sunday, and we're going to do a lot of really awesome stuff. We're
Mark,
thinking
can you
up
leave that
a lot of
up?
cool segments for that day.
It's gonna be
Thank you.
and the stream at night is gonna suck.
Well,
I'm just gonna put that out there
Because no one's going to be on.
fucking exhausted.
Well, you never know. We might have some of those night owls and people from other sides of the world on late at night.
I'm going to be tired.
That's why we got to take shifts. We got to get a lot of people in here. We got to take shifts. And
No, man,
sleep and stuff
marathon.
like that.
Mike, it's not about you. It's about the kids.
That's true. It's about the
Exactly.
kids. Do it for the kids.
And also, thank you to Lewis295.
For the kids.
Mark, could you advertise the link for the charity.
Yes.
For Extra Life.
10 more people and we get pterodactyl.
10 more people, and you get Pterodactyl Andrew. And also, I'm
Someone
opening up the lines.
Earlier asked if we thought there was going to be a new Turok.
Maybe it's possible.
I posted that in my hopes.
You did.
Easy.
I posted that in my
Easy.
awesome. That was the most likely.
People want dinosaurs.
Yeah, we do.
But that's what's so awesome about this supposed. Remember him?
Yeah.
We got to figure out how to block. I don't think you can do it through the app here.
No, just do it.
Let's talk to. He did say he wasn't a troll last week. Should we trust him? Let's go to Harry first because he's been. Oh, never mind.
Just kidding.
Hey, Roddy, you're on the Level Up Show. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Doing great.
Hey,
We're
man,
talking about
come on.
E3 predictions.
What about E3?
We're talking about our predictions for E3 this year, so we're wondering maybe if you want to share some of yours.
Predicting some pretty cool games. I mean, like, I this is the first year I've actually like followed it. So
Okay, cool.
you know, I'm looking forward to chilling back, having a cold beer, and fucking around the pussy.
He's totally troll. I called it.
But he's so dedicated.
It's a dedicated troll.
Don't
He's
even give
really-
it attention.
No.
I'm gonna call Daryl back because we haven't talked to Daryl in a while.
What a vagina. I like how, just by the way, that Roddy white guy,
That
we
wasn't
actually
even funny.
confronted him
Yeah.
after the show last week, and he kind of completely backtracked. Like,
Was that the
I wasn't-
same guy?
Yeah, he
Yeah,
was like,
it was the same guy.
He was
Oh
like,
my
oh,
God.
I wasn't trying to troll. I really wanted to ask you a question. I don't know what you're talking about. And he got all
Oh, that
scared.
guy.
So,
Sorry, we got Daryl on the line right now. Daryl, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, can you guys hear me okay?
Go.
Yeah, we hear you
Yeah,
fine.
what's going on?
Go.
We can hear you.
Okay, I was just calling. First of all, the first thing I want to talk about just briefly is Watch Dogs. I bought it on PC.
okay. What do you think of it?
Everything was going really well until I started driving. Then all of a sudden, my computer it just started stuttering like crazy.
Oh, you got it on PC, huh?
Well, I did, and then I played it for a little bit, as much as I could possibly take right now without a patch coming out.
Yeah.
And then I bought it on the Xbox One,
Okay.
and I had a way much better experience, console version.
Okay, cool. Now, what do you think of it overall?
Yeah. I beat it, and I've pretty much done everything in the game possible.
Damn. That's impressive.
Yeah, and I don't know, it's good, but I mean, it's not what I really expected, I guess.
Okay, but still
I've been hearing
good.
that a lot from people.
At least you liked it,
Yeah.
It sounds like it didn't quite live up to the expectations, but it's still a solid open world game that
No, it was more hype than anything.
Yeah,
I think.
Daryl, I haven't been able to follow everybody in the chat, so I don't know what exactly you're talking about in there the whole time, but what is your most anticipated thing that you either know you're going to see or want to see at E3 tomorrow?
Well, I think one thing Microsoft is going to do, they've talked about doing backwards compatibility, I don't know if they're still doing that, but I'm just wondering now, since the whole PS Now thing, if they're going to try to copy that.
Okay.
Sorry in advance, Daryl.
Sorry, I was Do it again.
Oh, not this at all.
I actually like that better than the...
All right, sorry, Daryl, I had to.
Oh, it's okay.
He does that.
We hit 250. I gotta do Pterodactyl Andrew at 250. That's the way it works. All right.
No,
sorry.
that's actually a really good thing to bring up. And I didn't actually, in my E3 predictions, I didn't really post many things like that. But I actually, I'm interested to see if either company is going to do that and which one will be the first one to do that. I'm actually even more interested to see if Microsoft actually goes in and kind of starts bringing back some of the things that they already took out that they said they were still interested in doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd be very interested. I think you might have a good idea on that. So.
Is Rockstar going to be having a conference or anything like that?
They never do.
Not a press conference. They don't do press conferences.
Okay.
If they do anything, they
They're
release
above
it.
that.
Yeah, they kind of give someone like a trailer or game footage or whatever to show off, and they don't really say anything about it.
A hope of mine, this was last week, is that they're going to show up during Sony's conference and re-reveal Agent. That is a very, very far off hope. I don't think that's going to happen, but that would be really awesome to see.
I was hoping they would mention another Red Dead game.
Oh,
But
man, me
obviously,
too.
if they don't have a conference, then...
Yeah, Red Dead, man, was one of my favorite games last generation.
Oh my
Probably
God,
my top
phenomenal.
5. That is a great game. So I'm with you on that one. Thanks for calling in, man. You haven't called in a while, so it's great to hear from you.
Oh, no problem.
That's our
All right.
man. That's our ghost.
See you, Daryl.
Ghost game.
See ya.
Thanks. Yeah, Snake Eyed had a really great comment. He's just like, Will Sony announce more games to be delayed at E3?
And what's sad is he could actually be pretty legitimate.
Honestly, he's
That could be a
like dead on
legitimate
the
question
money.
any other year. So
What's the girl with the dogs channel?
What's the girl with the dogs channel? This is her channel. We all do this. This is the only thing that she's on. But if you ever see, it won't happen too often, but if Kristen does play games, such as like an Outlast or something like that, it will be through the Level Up show.
Kristen, are you going Goldfinger on us?
What's that?
She's peeling off her skin
Gold
over
finger,
here.
I mean.
Peeling off my skin?
Oh, this is a good one. And save
You know what? We've been getting a lot of friend requests, so I'm gonna go in once again and open this up. In the meantime, you guys can acknowledge the chat. I'm just gonna open this up.
Well, let me read it.
Someone wants to see,
Feel
see
free
more
to
about
Skype
Phantom
me.
Pain.
The last one I did was Sims.
Delay station.
Yeah, Suni.
That's
We will
Suni.
definitely see Metal Gear Solid 5. Thank you, Gothix Morph, because he's going to be showing off a trailer that supposedly is going to really test us. It's going to be pretty challenging to watch.
But
because
it's going to be interesting who's going to be airing that.
Yeah, is it going to be PS4? Is it going to be Xbox One? We'll see.
Is it an update?
It's updated. There's 33 on there or something like that.
No, I read all these.
Yeah, you're just going to read them again.
For those of you that
Again?
can't wait for, huh?
Why would I read
All right,
them
well,
twice?
I'll read them later. Don't worry about it.
No, why would I read the same people twice?
Because we want to acknowledge everyone once again.
But I did.
Talk about the fake hype at E3. Fake hype? I don't know. Would you call it fake?
Yeah. I'm actually kind of getting more and more annoyed with E3. The thing that people got to realize is that E3 is more of an investors thing. But I do think, honestly, us as gamers, and this is something I was debating bringing up as a rant.
Okay.
That I decided I'm not that angry about it, but I think honestly E3 needs to be rebranded.
To what?
Like rebranded as far as what its original presence was, and then they need to do something maybe a week prior for the investors.
The thing is, Gamescom is kind of becoming the new E3 in a way.
You're right.
So
You're right. It's
that's
growing,
what's
growing,
good
growing.
about it.
But this is America, and I don't want to.
This is America. Back to 259. I already did Pterodactyl Andrew, but thank you so much for everyone who's coming in.
This is America.
I want to say one more time, we got a lot of people in here tonight. We are the Level Up Show. We're a gaming dedicated video stream on every Sunday at 10:15 Eastern Time, and we discuss all the biggest gaming news from the week, and we do a topic of the week, which this week is our E3 predictions. If you would like to see it in advance before we get to it, you can see our outlines on the levelupshow.com. Mark will post it, and if you go to that page at the bottom is a poll, because we would like to know which one of us, Mike and I, you think is going to be more accurate in our E3 predictions, specifically Sony and Microsoft's. So right now I'm in the lead,
What's the
3-1.
Skype?
Not that that's a big deal.
Can
'cause
you
there's
announce
only
the Skype?
it's not open right now, but if you guys want to add us, we're going to open it back up after this news segment. It's the Level Up Show. Spelled exactly how it sounds.
Steezy wanted to know.
Thank you, Long Ball Burrell, for
What?
the.
Long Ball Burrell.
Burrell.
Good name. Thank you for the friend request.
I think
I love
Steezy
names of
Hopkins is one
alliteration.
of my favorites.
Yeah.
I love
Yeah.
names of alliteration.
We're going to move on to the next news segment. First, we've got Assassin's Creed Unity possibly having co-op.
This will be interesting.
Now, at E3, they put big posters and stuff on the side of the building. On one side of the building, there is a huge, horizontal poster of 4 different assassins. So what does this mean? Does this mean we have 4 different players co-op-wise in Assassin's Creed? Or do we have protagonists switching, like GTA 5? There's no woman, I want to say, right off the bat. I feel like that's a very big missed opportunity. Unless that's just doesn't mean anything. Maybe it just, this is what they decided to show on the poster, but you might be able to be a woman in the game. But what do you think of the possibility of 4-person co-op in Assassin's Creed?
I think it would be a great thing. I think that there's more to it.
Okay, what do you
And
think?
I'm going to get into that.
Okay, sorry.
I know, but what sucks is there's so much info from Ubisoft coming out, and I'm honestly going with this whole conspiracy theory that I have, and I'm going to run with it. So I know I'm going to be a little more cryptic, but no, I think it would be a really cool addition to it. I think adding a play where fans can interact and everything like that inside the Ubisoft's worlds, I think that would be really cool. So.
And to someone asking about Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, we're going to be talking about that a little bit during our E3 predictions. So just hold on a little bit longer. We're getting there. Next, this is a pretty big story, actually.
Yes, sorry. The Mass Effect studio director will be at E3. On Twitter, Yannick Roy said he's excited to be heading to LA for E3 this morning. My last visit was 8 years ago.
Yeah.
Which was a long time.
Yep. This means something's
This
coming.
means something's coming. Now, what that means, we're not sure. It could mean the supposed Mass Effect 4 reveal that everybody's been talking about.
Doesn't have to be 4 necessarily, but
or a new Mass Effect
Yeah, exactly.
reveal. You know, a new Mass Effect game, or maybe even I'm actually even personally hoping a new IP done like Mass Effect style.
okay.
Maybe even the same universe, but just not Mass Effect.
Mhm.
You know, but the question more so is it going to be shown off during a console presentation?
Mhm.
You know, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo.
Probably.
Or is it going to be shown off during EA's?
Yeah, because it could definitely. I think it will be definitely shown off during EA's. I think it would be stupid for them not to try and take advantage of
I
one
think
of the
it'll
Sony or
combine.
Xbox conferences. Yeah.
And not unfortunately, I mean, I like that they do exclusives for combinations, but I do think the benefit is going to be it will be shown off at Microsoft's. I think Microsoft's conference is going to be very strong this year, games wise.
Oh, I agree.
A
We're
lot of
getting there.
third-party companies,
Yep.
you know, doing a lot of exclusive things with them. So.
I agree for sure. Damn, I think that if it does show up at one of the Sony or Microsoft conferences, they do a teaser trailer, CGI teaser trailer. Then at the EA conference, they show off some gameplay or something like that. They, they save something short for the conference.
What happened?
Nah, don't worry about it.
What happened?
Dynamite.
Okay. All right, we're moving on. Final story, or actually, we have got two more stories because they're both kind of big. The former BioShock developers have announced a game called Black Love. Now, Irrational Games shut down not too long ago. They were the ones who made BioShock Infinite, and a lot of those laid off employees banded together to form Day to Night Games. And the Black Glove is their first independent title. It has one of the writers that worked on Infinite and Burial at Sea working on this as well. Supposedly it's going to be a narrative-driven first-person adventure game in the vein of Stanley Parable and Gone Home, which I'm very happy to hear about. Now, according to IGN, unfortunately, the Black Glove the Black Glove takes place in the Equinox Theater, a vaudeville villain venue that seems to exist outside the confines of space and time. That sounds pretty interesting. The theater houses a musician, a filmmaker, and an artist. Your task in the game is to travel back and forth throughout time, manipulating events in the theater and their lives, and surveying the artistic outcomes that arise from your meddling. You'll need to pay attention to the artists, the audience, and the environment itself to order the mold time to your liking. There are no wrong answers in this game, supposedly. So it's going to kind of be like a Broken Age, I guess, like an old school adventure title. But it seems to have like a very noir feel to it. So it looks pretty cool, though.
Agree.
And then finally, I think we'll both tackle this one a little bit. And it's going to lead into another topic as well. So this is, in my opinion...
Wait. Let me start.
Okay.
Me and Andrew have been playing games for a long time, and we've always used everything we can find to talk about video games.
Yes.
Any place that posts news,
Yes.
any place that you can get news from,
Yes.
whether it's from rumors in a GameStop or another game store, whether it's something online like a forum, or whether it's a major publication news corporation,
Such as the biggest one in the world.
the biggest one in the world, also known as IGN, which I apologize for getting news from, but it's going to happen. Shut up and shove it up your ass.
Wow.
So that being said, The Last Guardian was supposedly canceled, according to somebody on IGN Russia. By the way, there is an IGN Russia. Did you know that?
I had no idea.
I had no idea there was
I don't think we were supposed to know.
in Russia.
I
It happens.
In IGN Russia, game cancels you. I saw that somewhere. I did not make that up, but I thought it was
Is that
Great.
like just a life or death thing where a gun is hooked up to the console and you're playing it, and if you die,
Oh my god,
It's
it's
game
Russian
over for
roulette.
you.
It's Russian roulette. You just never know when it's gonna kill you.
All right, let's get into what the actual story
All right,
was since we're
anyway.
dancing around it. The Last Guardian officially was canceled last night, according to IGN.
You should have seen his face.
I almost cried. It was about 1 a.m. in the morning, and we just got finished watching Orange is the New Black.
Yep.
And I decided to go.
So good.
It is a good show. And I decided to go on IGN.
Watch it.
And
Oh my god.
the biggest thing on their page says The Last Guardian officially canceled. My heart dropped in my chest.
He's like, oh my god.
I couldn't believe it. This is
Oh
a
my
game that's
God.
been in development for 8 years, revealed 5 to 6 ago. So I couldn't believe it. So I immediately jumped on the NeoGAF because I knew it had to be exploding, and it was. It had like 40 pages within 30 minutes. It's like, this is unheard of. So people are just ripping into this, and like going nuts. Like a lot of people in denial, for good reason, it seems. So About an hour later, it's now 2 o'clock a.m. Scott, I think his name is Rode. He is the head of software development at Sony. The head. He comes out on Twitter and says, I'm laughing right now at this rumor. The Last Guardian is not, in capital letters, canceled. Which is later retweeted by Shuhei Yoshida. So, once again, internet explodes. NeoGAF just goes nuts because, I mean, like, IGN literally put officially at the title of this. They were so sure of this story that they have confirmed in their story. They got officially. And even after Scott comes out on Twitter saying this, IGN won't back down. They will not change the title of their story to say that it is not canceled or it may be canceled. It's another hour later before they finally change The Last Guardian officially is canceled to The Last Guardian is canceled. They removed officially. All right, so that's one thing. They update their story to say that there's some conflicting reports and whatnot, but still they're not backing down. They're still acting like their source for some reason is higher up than the official head of software development at Sony. So the industry starts ripping into IGN. Like, they're the laughing stock of the industry at this point. We got Neil Druckmann. He goes up on Twitter. And to give a little backstory, they were upset about IGN supposedly saying that Druckmann and Straley forced out Hennig. This was a while ago. So they already weren't happy with IGN. So, Druckmann goes on Twitter and he puts, internal sources strike again. I wonder if gaming journalists who actually work hard to confirm reports get offended by stuff like this. So that's the first big burn that happens there. Then, this one I like even better. Kyle Bossman from the final Bossman on Game Trailers decides to say, I've received a report this evening that IGN is not the best at writing news, quote, because IGN's first response was, IGN has received a report this evening that The Last Guardian is finally canceled. So they're getting poked fun at over and over again. Finally, like 3 or 4 o'clock a.m. comes around, they finally changed the title of their story to The Last Guardian may be canceled, and their subtitle says, we have received reports. Uh-oh.
No, that's fine. It's me.
He's like, it says, we have conflicting reports. Our sources say Last Guardian is canceled. Others say it's not.
Right.
Others. The official head of software development at Sony is considered others.
But their source is better.
Yeah, I guess so. IGN Russia is better.
Right. Now, this is just ridiculous.
I could not believe this. This is Steve Butts was the one who released this article. I'm not going to attack IGN over this because I do think they had good reason to post this. They had to.
Do we want to explain what we thought it might be, or?
I think it's a far off possibility, but it is possible. Go ahead.
Right. My theory is that they're half right. They're just very hard-headed and stubborn in admitting that they were incorrect in a way.
Yes.
Basically, I personally think, and I've been thinking this for a while, that The Last Guardian is technically dead.
Yep.
Technically.
Yep.
However, the base core game and the whole idea behind it and a lot of like the core elements were basically redesigned and reintegrated into a new game and a new title that doesn't have all the controversy behind Last Guardian.
Yep, definitely.
For the PS4, not for PS3.
Yeah. And the other possibility, even further off possibility, is that this is what some people would call flushing out the mold. Now, recently on like Reddit and stuff like this, IGN has kind of insinuated that they have inside sources at Sony, and like people asking how do you get these things? It's like it doesn't matter, Sony can't keep anything from us. That's just the way it is. Deal with it, kind of thing. So they've already been kind of fanning the flames a little bit in that regard, maybe pissing off Sony a little bit. So maybe this is possible. Sony decides, all right, you know what?
IGN just posted an apology about The Last Guardian.
How long ago was that?
All right. We're getting there.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
No, I think they just posted it maybe
they were
within the
hour. Within the last hour.
Okay, we're gonna get to that. Hold on, guys. We got breaking news from IGN.
I'll read it.
All right. So the possibility is that Sony wanted to flush out this mole, this leak that is going to sites like IGN. So maybe they fed this leak false information saying that The Last Guardian is canceled, or maybe they fed a whole ton of people this information that The Last Guardian was canceled, and then they had to figure out which one of them was going to leak it to IGN, and maybe this worked. Maybe they figured out who leaked this false information, and IGN is the brunt of the joke, kind of. Now they're going to have to face
It's terrible.
Face it. Yeah, it is and it isn't. Sony needs to take control sometimes. You know what? They've got a new head at Sony. It used to be Jack Tretton. Now they've got Sean Layden. Maybe he's cracking down. Maybe he's trying to keep these leaks from happening, because the only one that really happened this year was Project Beasts. That was like the only big Sony leak this year, which is better than usual actually for Sony. So maybe Layden is cracking down maybe. But
Pictures.
Mike, do you want to take this? What do we got?
So essentially, Steve Butts,
The editor-in-chief.
the editor-in-chief from IGN, has essentially said, long story short, we fucked up. And not we fucked up, I fucked up.
Okay.
Essentially, he said that it was originally heard by the group from the Russian group, traveling with a bunch of other journalists, who the official for Sony in that group stated that it was canceled for all platforms. And he said that he double, triple checked everything. He tried getting hold of Sony America, and they obviously don't respond to rumor or speculation. And he made the call to post it up anyway because he thought that the source was very credible, because it was technically an official Sony official over there. And he said that he posted it. And I mean, I understand journalistic integrity. You actually, on top of it, but more so you want to be able to be first to the news.
Yeah, you do. Obviously.
So he said, all right, well, it seems credible enough. We'll run with it. The problem he had was, in my opinion, that he posted official.
And that he was stubborn in taking it down a little
He
bit,
was.
I think. It took him too long. And we're sorry, guys, that we didn't have this story off the bat. This happened 2 hours ago. So we were watching Game of Thrones, and then we went right into the show. So we didn't have this little addition to the story.
Thank you, Chasing Shadow, for the time.
Yeah, thank you, everyone, for letting us know that there was an apology letter written. I'm glad that he did it. He I'm sure, has learned a little bit from this situation.
And I mean, it's not like it doesn't happen. It happens in regular news.
It does.
It's not like we're he's terrible. He made a call, and honestly, I understand his call.
Yeah, I do too.
I completely agree. Personally, I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have.
He had to be pretty sure about this.
Right. I probably would have also done the mistake of putting official.
Somebody in the chat, Jexter, was saying that before the IGN Russia site had posted it, apparently a couple other Russia websites involved
I did hear
gaming
about that.
posted it 16 hours before. So was this a source from IGN, or were they just getting it secondhand?
Right.
They're like, well, let's run with it.
At this point, it doesn't matter, but at least Steve Butts, editor-in-chief, who wrote the story and put it up, has issued an official apology and retracted his statement that The Last Guardian is canceled. So, trying to make it right, good on them.
To our Facebook followers, I'm sorry we posted news.
Yes. Sorry.
I forgot that wasn't our job.
Yeah.
And I guess we fucked up too.
Yes.
Dave said he would have posted it too.
We're trying to do better.
Apparently we're not allowed to post things that get posted other places, especially IGN. So we apologize for
I'm not going to rant about this now, because I feel like we got it all out in the open.
We did.
He apologized already. It's all good.
Plus,
my rant was more.
Plus, let's get to the heart of the matter here. This guy's last name is Butts.
Yes.
He has a heart.
Let's not tarnish the name of Butts, though. There's a lot of good Butts out there. There's Wally Butts, who created Scrabble. Let's not.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, you got Scrabble.
I think I heard that last night. There's a lot of good Butts out there. All right, so we're gonna skip over this segment, and we're gonna move to On the Spot. I think.
I want to move to E3 first.
Holy crap, we're getting right into it.
Yes.
All right, guys.
I think this was a nice way to.
How about we take a few calls first?
Yes. Well, so guys, if you have Skype us, the Level Up Show. Give us a call in. We'll take your audio call only, please.
Yeah. Last of Us spelled exactly how it sounds, guys.
What?
It spells exactly how it sounds.
What is
you said
spelled?
Last
The Level
of
Up
Us.
Show.
You said The Last of Us.
Oh, sorry. That too is spelled exactly how it sounds. But that is not the Skype name. Our Skype name is The Level Up Show. Okay. Steve, there we go. Hey, Steve, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing great, man. We're getting to it. We're getting to our E3 predictions. So, do you want to share yours?
I have a few. Yeah.
Go for it, man.
Okay. Actually, Mike, I'm going to agree with you, and I think we're going to hear something about Half-Life. Half-Life 3, rather, this year.
Like so many calls. Okay. Go ahead. Sorry. Half-Life 3 is possible, and would be I think a huge shock. I think that would.
Yeah. It would shock me too, because I've been waiting for years and years and years. But
we all have.
Yeah. Also, I think Bethesda is going to give us a little peek at something to do with maybe free.
Okay.
And maybe a Dishonored sequel.
Okay, that would be cool. I've heard good things about Dishonored. Didn't play it myself, but
It's really a really nice game. Took me a while to get into it, but once I finally was doing it, it was wonderful.
nice.
And also, I think somewhere along the line, we're going to hear something from Ken Levine. Ken Levine, he was the guy at Irrational Games.
Exactly.
You know?
The man behind Bioshock.
Exactly, yeah.
especially,
But he, when he laid off everybody and basically he still owns the title or the copyright or whatever it is for Irrational.
Yes.
But there was something on the internet out there a couple of weeks ago that he was searching for a new name for a new studio. So I think maybe we're going to hear something from him.
And it sounds like he's not involved in day-to-night games.
No, not at all. Not like from what I understand, he's basically washed his hands of Irrational, even though he still owns the IP, so to speak. So I don't know. Yeah, he's got nothing to do with. And it was interesting you brought that announcement up a little while ago.
Yeah, definitely.
I think he's basically going to do something on his own now. He mentioned that when he basically shut down Irrational, that he wanted to start some new ideas on his own and take gaming to a different direction, if you will. He wanted to be more, I think, more of an intellectual.
He's a very clever and forward-thinking guy,
Yeah.
so I think he's going to do something really cool, and he's kind of off the leash now. So I feel like we might see something really cool from him.
Yeah, well, that would be interesting to see what he's come up with.
Definitely.
But anyways, some of the other little minor predictions are probably already been touched. I think, Mass Effect 4, or even though it's not going to be called a Mass Effect game, for all intents and purposes, everybody's looking at it as a Mass Effect 4 game now.
Exactly.
The other caller previously mentioned Mirror's Edge 2. I think we're gonna see that as well.
I do. At EA's conference, I would think, yeah.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm replaying that right now. Actually, it's a great game. The first one, of course. But
it's got a strong following for sure.
Yeah. So I'm hoping we hear something on that.
All right, man. Those are all great predictions. I hope some of them come true for you.
Oh, I do too. Especially Half-Life 3.
Definitely. I'll be praying. All right, man. I'll see you later.
Okay.
See ya. Bye.
Let me take Ed here. He's called a lot. Hey, Ed. You're on the Level Up Show. How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, man? Your streams have been catching a lot of attention recently. I just want to, congratulate you guys. My name is Edward. I actually work with Sony. I'm out here in Los Angeles getting the E3 conference set up, and decided to catch a game with a couple of the guys, and we saw your stream, and we want to say, your stream's doing pretty good. It's doing pretty great.
Thank you so much. Thanks, man. Well, I guess we can't really
catching a lot of attention.
We can't really ask you what your E3 predictions are, I guess, then, because you're saying you're working at Sony, so I don't think you probably want to reveal anything.
There's not too much I can reveal, but I've contacted my supervisor because I already knew you were going to ask that question. You can feel free to ask any question that you want. It's just
I guess we could ask a little bit about The Last Guardian.
The Last Guardian?
Yeah, with yesterday's story about it supposedly being canceled and then it's not. Is there anything that you can say about The Last Guardian? If we're going to see it or anything like that?
The Last Guardian. I will tell you this. This is going to ruin a lot of people's, hype. Because I'm going to be answering your question. There won't be a full-on trailer. However, there will be a teaser trailer announcing the fact that it's still in development and it's still planning, to be released on its current release frame.
Now, is it PS3 or has it moved to PS4?
It's still PS3 as of right now.
Okay, all right, man. I would be surprised if it's PS3, so I'm going to take your word on that, and we'll see you tomorrow, I guess. Thanks for calling in, man.
Yeah, no problem, man.
All right, see you later.
Have a nice night.
You too. Now, I was interested in that though, because if it does turn out to be for PS3, I'll find that call very funny because he called it. Because really, if it comes out at this point, I have to imagine it's for PS4, right? So he definitely separated himself from the other theories by saying for PS3. Mm-hmm. So Ed, we will find out tomorrow if you're the real thing, I guess.
I hate that you have to question.
We have to. It's hard for us. But Garrett, welcome to the show, man.
I'm glad to be on there, and I just wanted to ask, have you guys looked into Evolve?
Yeah, we have.
That's honestly, that is my most anticipated game of 2014, to be honest. Even more than Destiny at this point. The more and more I watch gameplay and the whole style behind it and everything like that, that is easily my most anticipated.
It's going to be a really fun competitive game. I think it's
love
going to take over Twitch, I think, for sure. It's going to be really fun to watch that one on Twitch.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you're excited about it too, man?
Yeah, but I'm actually more excited for Destiny. I think Destiny is going to be a really great game.
Oh, I think so.
I love it. That used to be my most anticipated, but Evolve is growing more and more. But all of us are actually going to be getting Destiny, so.
And we're going to be seeing some type of Destiny presentation tomorrow. I have a feeling they're going to show off a lot of what the alpha leak showed off over the past couple days. Hopefully they show off some gameplay mechanics that are going to impress some people, something that they haven't shown off before. But that's got to come out pretty soon, and the beta starts very soon. I think Sony's probably going to announce that they have some exclusivity when it comes to that beta.
Yeah.
Yeah, and your stream is doing really great, and I just want to congratulate you on that.
Thank you so much, Gary. We're getting a lot of compliments tonight, and we really appreciate that. Thanks for calling in.
Thank you.
All right, see you, Gary.
I guess I'm gullible because I believe them.
E3countdown.com.
It is possible.
It is possible. From Sony.
It's hard for us to trust those kind of things just because we get so many calls. And we get all these trolls.
He kept trying to.
Yeah, sorry, I'm going to call this.
But he was nice.
Oh, he was nice.
But there's a lot of people that were nice.
You know, we will find out. If that game turns out for PS3, I totally believe that guy. Mendes Gatto, how you doing, man?
Not bad. How are you?
Doing great. We're talking about E3 predictions. Do you want to share any of yours?
Right.
Yeah, a couple of things really quick. When it comes to Destiny, hold on, let me mute this.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I think Destiny is gonna turn out to be a great game.
Yeah.
As long as they don't go the Halo way.
It definitely has a Halo vibe to it. It has
a very. It does, and it is the same people that made Halo.
Right.
I understand that part. Yeah. But if we go too much towards Halo, I believe we're gonna lose a lot of people.
Here's the thing, though.
Like, if you see how I'm trying to think the way this recent game that come out for the Xbox One.
I'm not sure what you're talking about.
You know how you double jump on that game they have on the Xbox? I find that annoying. And I played it I went to the Microsoft store and I was like, man, this game is just stupid.
Well, here's the thing with Destiny. Back to that, it has a very Borderlands vibe too.
Right. It has a very to me. I love the art style.
Yeah.
It's very because Halo is progressed.
In that same concept, I like Borderlands, but if they go too much towards Halo, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy that game.
So my whole thing.
And I heard a person talking about Watch Dogs earlier.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
It could have been the fact that I missed the last GTA, GTA 5.
Yeah.
But I like this game. I've been playing it like non-stop, and I enjoy this game.
There's a lot of people that do, and it's not everybody. It's not everybody doesn't like it. There's a lot of people that are doing a lot in the game and are just getting bored. And the reason I didn't get it is because it looks like it's very repetitive after you beat the main story.
Sure, yeah.
Which is why I didn't like some of the last few Assassin's Creed games. They got very repetitive and it wasn't very imaginative.
Yeah.
So that's why I didn't like it. So. But
I hope for your sake, man, that it's a little more Borderlands and a little less Halo for you, so you can enjoy it. But I'm really looking forward to it either way. So I think we're going to see some stuff about Destiny tomorrow. So look forward to that.
Nonetheless, I enjoy your show.
Oh, thanks a lot, man.
See you next Sunday.
Thanks for calling.
Thanks, man. Good night.
Bye.
Dragon Sword, thank you for adding us on Twitch. We've gotten a few Twitch ads, and I'd like to thank everyone who has added us. I'm going to say once again that all of you that have added us on PSN, thank you. If you haven't, I am Drew M1788, and Mike is Noob Guru. You can also go on twitch.tv, create your own account, and add the Level Up Show, Heart Us, and you'll get email notifications whenever we go live. Twitter, we're also very active on. You can see that there, the Level Up Show, level spelled LVL. So you can follow us there and also like us on Facebook. Thank you so much in advance. And then finally, we've got a charity that we're all taking part in. I'll get to that in a second. We're getting so many callers.
Everybody wants to talk.
I talked to Calvin already. I gotta say. I'm gonna call some. I haven't talked to this guy.
Yeah.
I haven't talked to this
Alright,
guy.
Cool.
Somebody's gonna win.
Andres, how you doing, man?
Hello?
Hello.
Maybe?
Damn it, I chose the wrong one.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn down the volume for a sec so I can keep talking. We got a charity that we're all going towards. It is called Extra Life.
Sorry.
It's called Extra Life, and it's for Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. Mark just posted in the chat room the link to it. You guys can donate towards that anytime up until October 25th. You can donate $5, $10, $20, $50, whatever you want. You can make it a monthly donation if you want. Whatever you guys want to do, we'll be so appreciative. Also, on October 25th, we'll be doing a 24-hour stream from Saturday at 8 a.m. to Sunday at 8 a.m. to really just go all out and try and get as much money raised for this cause as possible. So thanks for in advance. I'm going to shut down the lines for now because
your phone report?
because we're getting so many calls that we got to move on to our next segment.
I'm gonna try to see if Danny's still on.
Oh, Dave tried to call a couple times.
Yeah, I know. Why don't we call him back actually as the start? Well, as the start of this.
Yes.
Because we want to talk to him and Danny. I'm gonna see if Danny's on.
I'm going to call Dave. Dave, we're calling you right now. Come on. Call. There we go. This will be our last call before we move on to our predictions.
Yes. Right. Form of annoying.
What's up, guys?
Hey, Dave. How you doing,
what's going on, man?
I'm doing fantastic. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. This show's been so crazy tonight because we got so many people in here, and all these people want to share their predictions. We're getting more calls than we've ever gotten before.
It's nuts.
It's ridiculous.
I know. E3's got people like foaming out the mouth, man. It's
Yeah, that's the way it
fantastic.
should be.
I'm loving it.
Yeah, definitely. Now it's your turn, man. What are your E3 predictions? Let's give you 3 of them.
Okay, I'm thinking, and I'm pretty sure, like, I'm agreeing with, I don't remember who said it on thelevelupshow.com whenever you guys were debating all that, but I think there is going to be a big game coming to the Vita, like Infamous or something big like that that's
Like an existing first-party IP, one that's already kind of recognized and known.
yeah, something to, like, actually pull people from the PS4 to the Vita, and also probably push that bundle that you guys were talking about, but also think that the Vita is going to get a price cut.
I agree. I think it will as well. And what's second, man? What's your next prediction?
The ever famous now Last Guardian. I think it's going to release this year. I think that did that guy say something about it being on PS3 only?
The guy that called us that said he was from Sony.
That's funny because Amazon has it listed, or they had it listed a couple days ago, and it was only for PS3.
I would be disappointed, to be honest. I want it to be for PS4 at this point.
Yeah, I would too. But I mean, that's weird that he said that, and Amazon actually had that posted on their site for a while.
You know what? That would surprise me, and I would have to. I think Ed, I would have to call him up and say, "Wow, man, thanks for revealing some inside information for us."
In all honesty, it kind of makes sense because the PS3 needs a big bang to go out on. You know.
Yeah, that's true. It's true, man. But you know what? There's always a chance too that it's just both. Maybe it's multi-platform.
Yeah, that very well could be. I don't see why they wouldn't bring it unless PS Now is that awesome, but
yeah, definitely.
I think my third one is going to be they're going to outline a whole bunch of stuff with updating the PlayStation software and stuff like they were talking about in previous E3s, like your friends being able to take over your controllers and stuff like that. And I think they're going to give us like a solid date of when that's going to start rolling out.
Yeah, because that was supposed to be a feature of Gaikai or PlayStation Now. So since PlayStation Now is very close to release, it's possible that we could be getting those cool features they first showed off in February.
Yeah, and it seems like all of that, in order to work properly, would need a fairly heavy update to the actual operating system. So I figure they're going to lay all that out and actually give us a timeline for it too, like when we can expect a new big, huge update.
Yeah, those are all really exciting predictions, and ones I'd be happy with, except for Last Guardian being on PS3. I really hope that's PS4. But
oh, I hope so too. Like, I do think it'll be released this year, though.
I'm going to get to that. I've got a prediction on Last Guardian 2 coming up very soon. But thanks, man, for your predictions.
Yeah, definitely.
All right, man. We'll talk to you later.
Later.
Thank you to Fireman on Twitch, and also
And that, guys that don't know, that was Dave, No Mel's Gamer. He has his show on Wednesday nights, 8:30-ish Eastern Time, called the No Mel's Gamers Show.
And they're just they're a little bit more like off the rails.
Yeah, they do whatever. They're on Ustream, so they can actually go a little bit more off topic than we can. So they can, they're very chill people. They like to just talk about whatever is on their minds. Usually it's gaming centric, but it's very often not.
Definitely.
So
he's a big movie guy.
Right.
And, he
Really
loves
cool
Power
guy,
Rangers and stuff like that. He's a really good guy, and he's got a good podcast. So check him out.
Coolest room ever.
Yes, he does have a cool room. For sure.
I'm hoping that Danny will call. He said he was in the chat. So
okay, I guess I'll keep the line open then. I'm gonna mute it though.
Mute it though, and we'll just
That
watch.
caller sounded like a
That's
virgin.
Not.
No.
Oh, that's come on.
Right.
What?
He was talking about himself. That was noble.
Oh my god.
The joke.
Okay, joke went right over my head.
But
That's a good
Danny,
one.
if you're in here still and you're listening, we'd love for you to call in. You'd be
Pick my predictions.
last one.
No, here, there, no.
No, they're under your thing.
All right, guys, here we go. We're getting into our E3 predictions. You can go on the levelupshow.com and follow along.
Company.
What?
Did you organize
Yes.
your company? Okay. Why don't you do your Microsoft next?
Well, I think we should both start with Microsoft, and we should go a little bit back and forth.
Okay.
Now, I tried to organize mine in the order I really think they're going to organize their conference.
Right.
Like, I think this is the order they're going to announce things in.
Do me a favor and check off if we're going back and forth. Check off so that we don't say the same
Yes. Well, I'll recognize that we say the same thing.
Shout out to only one unit who is new here.
Only one unit. Thanks for joining
Thanks,
us. Also, guys, make sure you follow along on the levelupshow.com. Could you post that link for me real quick for our predictions?
Yes,
And
I
what's-
have been posting it.
Yeah, he's been posting it all night because at the bottom of that page, you can vote on which one of us you think is going to be more accurate in our predictions. So I'm going to start off with Microsoft. And I think, as usual, they're going to start off their conference with a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare demo on stage, and of course, end it by announcing their exclusive content for Xbox One and Xbox 360.
I agree. I put this one in mind as well. I don't know if they'll start with it or not. Oh, Danny's calling it.
Oh.
Hey, Danny, what's going on, man?
Hello, how you guys doing?
Good, yourself, bud. Give us 1 second. Let me just finish up my thing, and then we'll go to you about your top 3 E3 predictions. Sound good? Hello?
Danny, you there?
Turbo. Battery means turbo. What is that?
Oh, damn, I think we lost him.
The thing's on.
Yeah, it's on. It's definitely on. Damn. Okay, I'm going to shut it off, and maybe you can call back, Dan, in a second. Maybe it'll work next time around. I hope it works, because I like to talk with Dan.
Married.
Nope.
I love the way you said that. Nope.
I guess he doesn't want to be either.
No.
Okay, so what do you think they're going to start with after that, then?
I think that it's going to start with something else, but I think that it's definitely going to be exclusive. I think they're going to show up. They do it like they do every year. It's going to be this awesome CGI, epic cinematic thing that you're going to see happening, and they're going to show it off during the Microsoft conference.
But what is it going to be?
No. I said it's going to be the
Call of Duty. Okay.
Right. It's not going to be the opening.
It's not going to be the opening.
Right. That's all I'm saying.
So should I continue going then?
Yeah, you can.
And now this is just boring, and I'll do kind of two at the same time then. But they've got to start off by doing their Xbox One sales numbers and talk about the price drop that they've recently had. They're going to have to ensure people that Kinect is still an important part of their message. They need to get that out there because a lot of people think that they're abandoning it.
Right.
So they're going to talk about that a little bit, and then I think they'll get out right at the beginning and talk about some price drops. I think it's going to be all Xbox 360, the 4 gigabyte standalone console going down all the way to sub 100 at $99.99. The system's been out for 8 years. I think it's time for it to hit that. 4 gigabyte with Kinect, $149.99, and then finally a $250 250 gigabyte with Kinect at $200, $199.99. So that would be them putting it in a very mainstream category that could pick up Xbox 360 sales for them and give them some big profit moving forward.
I'm gonna try calling Danny back.
Yeah, call him back. Let's do that. Hopefully this works. He's been having issues with his Skype. I haven't.
Yeah.
You doing
She's
Hello.
getting fit.
Hey, Dan,
what's going on,
sorry,
bud?
we lost you, man.
Oh, that sucks.
Well, let me get out right now and say that Danny does his own show, and I'm sure so many of you guys on Ustream. It's called the Danny Danger Show. You're on almost every single day. You're sometimes 3 days, sometimes you're 4 days, but he goes for an hour, multiple days a week, and
You just random times too because they'll stream games. Right? He's
Yeah.
very active on the PS4.
And he's got a great show. Please check out Danny Danger. He's one of the best on Ustream right now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So Dan, what do you want to predict for E3?
Well, I mean, I've just talked about so many games and there's so many rumors. It's really hard for me to start, but like just for the PlayStation itself and the future of PlayStation, I think we're really going to see a lot to do with, I think, chat with video. I think we're going to see that added. They're going to talk about that. I don't think no one's ever talked about that, so that's like a personal prediction of mine, is that we'll see like some kind of talk about video chat. Also YouTube. I think a lot of people want YouTube. I think they're going to talk about that, maybe address YouTube a little bit, maybe.
Maybe they can even bring Skype. I know it's Microsoft owned, but they probably don't want to keep that away from anybody. I mean, Vita has Skype, so maybe they could get PS4 with Skype as well, and we could maybe incorporate it into the show in some way. That could be pretty cool.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, I'd love to see an app on that too, So I think we're going to see a lot of like updates and apps that we're going to get in the future. I think they're going to talk about a lot about the instant game collection. For PlayStation Plus, we're going to see a lot about that. But like other than games, I mean, I've basically been talking about so many games and so many rumors that are going around and people are talking about. So I mean, I don't even really don't know where to start before it's real. And what I'd love to see. I mean, I know we're supposedly promised we're going to see something on Star Wars Battlefront 3.
Yeah.
So just that we maybe get a release date or a window or a time on that, because I heard the rumor is supposed to drop summer 2015.
Okay.
Around where the movie's going to drop. So hopefully we'll hear something more about that. I want to see that game in action. I want to see what it looks like, how far they've gotten, if they have any gameplay on that, and maybe an Uncharted. I know a lot of people are thinking about that and wondering about Uncharted. So I think, I heard maybe we're going to get like a 3-minute trailer on that. So hopefully.
Do you think we'll see some gameplay with Uncharted or just kind of cinematics?
I think it's going to be a mixture of both.
Okay.
I think it's going to look so good, we're really going to have a hard time telling the difference between both.
Once in a way.
You're probably right, man. I agree. I think it's going to blow people away.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't know how long it's going to be, but it's definitely going to be mixed in with cinematic, and supposedly the backstory is supposed to switch between Francis and Drake. So you're supposed to go back and forth and through time and stuff. Yep. So I don't know how true that is, but hopefully we'll see more on that.
That'd be great.
I 100% agree, man.
Are you streaming tomorrow during E3 at all?
I am.
You are?
Yes, I am.
Okay, now are you doing the
I'm going to try. I don't know how well I'm going to be able to do it, but I'm definitely going to try to do EA and maybe Ubisoft's conference, but I'm definitely doing Sony's from at 9 o'clock Eastern. I know it's over there at 6 o'clock, so.
Right.
All right, well, we won't be covering EA. We're just doing Ubisoft and Sony. So, guys, if you want to see Danny Danger cover EA, make sure to tune in to him at, I think 3 o'clock, right?
3 o'clock, Eastern time? 3 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, so Danny Danger will be covering
I do 5 o'clock Eastern to 7 o'clock. I do 2 hours Monday through Thursday, 5 to 7.
Right. Definitely, yeah. Guys, make sure you check out Danny. He's got, like I said, he's got one of the best shows on here right now by far.
Yeah, easily. I love watching him.
You guys are doing awesome, too. Awesome fucking show. I appreciate everything you guys are doing, and make more streams like us, like you.
All right, man. Thanks so much for calling in.
Definitely. I'll talk to you guys soon.
See you, Dan.
See you, man.
We have hit a new record, 322.
That might be a record for us, yeah. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome this week. We got so many people that are...
That is awesome.
I'm sorry. Ben Zagato, we already talked with you, so we really got to get to our predictions.
There's a guy on here whose name is Mark's Beanie, and he's acting like he's part of the Level Up show.
That is awesome.
That is phenomenal.
So we got to get to our predictions.
All right, anyway.
It's already after midnight. Oh, my God. But... guys, 322 people in the room. You guys are awesome. Friend request us. I'm Drew M1788. Mike is Noob Guru. Add us on Twitch, Facebook, and Twitter. We'll add you after the show. So continuing, I think you were next, right?
Yes. I'm going to go right to it. I'm going to go for the jugular. They're going to show up more on the Halo TV series in combination with Halo 5.
Okay, I also have this.
Right. The two are known to be coinciding with each other a little bit. That would be episodic in combination, almost like Defiance was supposed to be. So I think it's going to be interesting. I think this is going to be their leadoff.
Now, I think this is going to come after their little kind of talk about sales, and they're going to get into the TV segment because TV is still important to them, obviously. And I think it won't just be Halo. I think they will do a quick touch on the Quantum Break TV component, that supposedly is going to cover the villains and Monarch. And then I think they're also going to reveal one unrevealed series. Just a very short tease to get people excited about something. Maybe the supposed superhero show they've got in development. So I think they're going to tease a little bit of that TV component, but they're not going to go too far with it because they know that E3 is about games for people like us. So after that, I think they will go right into their id at Xbox program. I know that I think you're covering this as well. I think that the big one that they're going to push for is Below. Below
Yes.
is looking like the best thing they've
That
got.
looks really cool
Yeah.
too. I want to play that really bad.
But they're going to have a few others as well, probably, right?
I am going to jump over to just a bland one, but the Project Spark release date.
Okay.
It's been in beta for the PC.
Yep.
It's doing okay. It's doing better than it was when it originally released for the beta. And it's actually a really cool idea, and I think this is going to be a strong thing to show their originality. So I think that's going to be a big one.
Mine is yours. Thank you for your friend request. Also, Stone25, thank you for your friend request. You guys are awesome. After that, I think you're going to do a few demos on stage. I think they're going to start off with Sunset Overdrive, and they're going to show off this supposed 8-person co-op mode that the game's going to have. I think they're going to have 8 people on stage co-oping this game in front of everyone and showing off a really cool kind of battle arena or something like that. Then after that, I think they're going to do a quick Forza Horizon 2 demo on stage, showing the kind of extreme detail on the car, someone going into the car and doing a quick race. Very short, but I think they'll do it real quick.
I'm going to go into, they're going to be the ones that are going to show up the Skylanders Trap Force.
Okay.
They do very well with, going towards the kid-friendly type stuff because they're a family console, they claim. So I think that's going to be mainly on them.
After their on-stage demos, I think we're going to get into a lot of third-party exclusive announcements. LED Head, thank you for the friend request. I think first they're going to start off with Platinum. They're trying to appeal to the Japanese audience because it's coming out in September, I think, in Japan. And I think this would be a huge one for them to get an exclusive Platinum game. I think it will be Vanquish 2. So I think that's going to be their first big exclusive third-party announcement.
I'm not done with my stuff. I think that they're going to show off more No Man's Sky.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a big thing, because they were the ones that actually gave them funding. If I remember.
I think there was a rumor of that, but I don't know if it ever came to fruition. I don't think we.
But I know they wanted to help them out, and I think this is going to be where they show it off. So I think that's going to be a great thing.
Should I continue with my next one?
Keep going.
So their next, not exclusive, but I think they're going to show it off for the first time. I think they will get Star Wars Battlefront.
Really?
And I think that they will announce that they have some exclusive content coming to Xbox One.
Okay. I am going to disagree on that. However, I will take your Star Wars Battlefront and I will raise you a small new peek at a new Doom title.
Awesome, yeah. Well, we know Doom 4 is coming.
Right, we know Doom 4 is coming.
But we haven't seen anything.
We haven't seen anything for it, and it's definitely a Microsoft-styled game. It's definitely an Xbox-type game, so I think that's going to be exclusive gameplay, and I think it's only going to be maybe a cinematic thing. I don't think it's going to be much on that.
My next two I'm going to kind of merge together because these ones are going to make many people very, very angry. Especially a lot of these people on PS4 right now. I think first they're going to reveal Fallout 4 6-month exclusivity to Xbox One, but they're going to announce it as if it's 100% exclusive. We won't know until way down the line if they have a 6-month exclusivity. And then right after that, Resident Evil 7 also exclusive to Xbox One. But once again, it will be a 6-month exclusivity. We won't find out. I think Fallout will release holiday 2015. I think Resident Evil 7 will actually release mid-2015.
I actually have Fallout 4 as mine as well. I'm not saying anything for exclusives, and I think it's just more so hopes.
Yeah.
Because I want to play it. But I do think...
I think those are my most extreme
Okay, now is that all for your Microsoft?
No.
Okay,
I got
I
two
have
more.
I think that they are going to be the ones that get to show off more on Evolve.
Okay.
And that Evolve is going to have exclusives for the Xbox.
Go do another one, too.
Okay. On top of that...
Iron Man, thanks for the friend request.
Yes. I think they are also... going to show off Borderlands prequel. I think they're going to be the ones showing off more on that, too.
Okay.
So
I do think the rumor of a Halo Master Chief Collection is going to be revealed. And I think what this is going to be is Halos 1 through 4, all of them entirely remastered in 1080p HD, 60 frames per second. And I do think that's going to be their big Halo game this year. That's going to be their holiday 2014 Halo game.
I completely agree, and I think that would be great. I would love to see that.
Yeah.
My next one is going to be playing to the masses, and they are going to be the exclusives of Half-Life 3.
That would be enormous.
It's going to be an exclusive reveal. It's going to be nothing. There's not going to be a date. There's not going to be anything for it.
Is it exclusive to Xbox One or just an exclusive
Xbox One
reveal?
and PC.
Okay.
Xbox One PC, because it's I mean, that's definitely their way of doing it. So
I saw someone named Play. Thank you for your friend request. This is my final one. I think that they're going to kind of make it seem like the Halo announcement is their closing. Gargonzola, thank you for your friend request. But I think they're going to do just one more thing, and they're going to teaser trailer Gears of War reboot.
Okay.
But it's going to be very short, with some footage and then like a voiceover.
That was
Gears of War.
my ending was going to be Gears of War. I also think that they're going to show off a little clip for the title that they're going to be working on for the new Left 4 Dead.
Okay.
I think that they're going to show off that. I think they want to just show something to show that they're not done working with it. I think they want people to know. And my big one that I know I'm going to get, that probably should have gone on my hopes, but I think it's actually going to happen. I think they're working on a VR piece.
They said they are.
And I think it's going to be using the Kinect motion control so that it's actually a 3D world. So instead of just it reading the camera, it's actually reading your body at the same time.
There was some patent concept art. The way ago, it was called Fortaleza, and that's exactly what it looked like.
Right.
You used a VR along with Kinect.
Right, so can you imagine actually like throwing a ball with each other
Yeah,
and
exactly.
stuff like that? It's going to be
It could be pretty
insane.
cool. Yeah, I think it's possible. It's a little far out there, but I think it's possible. Guys, those were all of our Microsoft predictions.
Yes.
If you guys would keep following along with us, we're about to move to Sony. Go on the levelupshow.com and look at our predictions on there, and then you can vote on which one of us you think is going to be more accurate in our predictions at the bottom. Also, Far From Haze, thank you for your friend request. Let's move on to Sony. I think it starts off with, obviously, montage. It always starts with a montage.
80s montage.
Yeah, we're going to get a montage. Sony has the best montages, so it's got to start with that. And then they're going to introduce their new CEO. They've got to get Sean Layden out there. We're not getting Jack Trenton back this year.
No.
So he'll come out, and hopefully he'll be a really presentable guy, and hopefully with a lot of charisma. Lofty Akira, thanks for the friend request, and I think they'll just talk some sales numbers. They got a lot of positive stuff to talk about. PS4 is doing wildly great. So let's talk about that for a little bit, not too long, but just a little bit, right? And then right after that, I think they'll go into some pricing models for PlayStation. Jesus Christ!
Really loud.
That scared the living. That scares the living shit out of me. I am not even going to sugarcoat that.
So I think they'll get into PlayStation Now real quick at the beginning.
Oh my god!
They won't go too long on it. But I think that they'll talk about it having a monthly subscription fee, and I'm going to go out on a limb here, and I'm going to say it's going to be $15 a month. And they're going to do a monthly subscription fee of $15 a month, and that is for the very Netflix-oriented version of PlayStation Now that gives you a certain amount of content every month. There's going to be a limit. They're going to have some rules. They're going to have some limitations. But their Netflix version of PlayStation Now will be $15 a month, and then they will also talk about their PlayStation Plus members. They're going to have a little bit of a fee as well, but I think they will outline some of the perks that the PlayStation Plus members will get for PlayStation Now.
I'm gonna alter that a little bit. I think they're going to show off PlayStation Now.
Okay.
I do agree with all your subscription models and everything like that. But during the conference, during their talk about that, I think they're actually going to announce a U.S. launch of PS Vita TV, showing off PS Now as its main primary game component that has a feature of dual viewing the PS4 stuff. And the game that they show off in PS Now is going to be Grand Theft Auto 5.
That'd be awesome.
I think
for release when?
For release holiday 2014.
Are we switching this from October? That was your original.
I know. You know what?
We have a slap bet on this. You cannot go back on this.
I am not going back on it. And there is a very likely chance that we are both wrong, but
I think there's a very likely chance.
I think there will be a hard copy release.
I'm still holding to September. I am still holding to September for Grand Theft Auto 5 on PS4 and Xbox One. So I will not go back on that.
So that said, I actually think that they are going to show off, the first game they're going to show off is Destiny.
Okay.
I think they're going to have a feature with exclusives on the PS4.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a big thing for them.
I'm going to keep going with some of the more boring stuff at the beginning, because I'm going in order of what I think they're going to do. After talking about PlayStation Now, I think they'll touch on the PS3 for a little bit. They've got to. I think they will drop the price to $199 for a 500 gigabyte model, and then they'll have a quick montage of some of the PS3 games that we actually still have to look forward to, such as KH 2.5 Remix and even Persona 5. Those are big games to look forward to on PlayStation 3. After that, it will become true that PS4 Vita bundle is real. It'll be revealed, and this is a very extreme prediction, and I think it's very optimistic. I would love to see them hit $499 with that. A $499 release for PlayStation 4 Vita bundle sometime in summer, I'm thinking.
Okay. I am going to go on to a boring one, but the company called Arcane is actually working on the title called Bloodborne.
Okay, that one that was trademarked.
That was trademarked. I think that's one of the main ones we're actually going to
It's funny, I did not mention Bloodborne or Entwined anywhere in here because I don't think they're going to talk about them.
I'm changing my Entwined prediction.
Okay. We'll get
And I
that.
think you're going to like it.
So, keeping with PS Vita, I think they've got to do a little bit of a montage, right, Sony?
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have a montage of a lot of indie Vita titles that we can look forward to. But at the end of it, I think we will get that one big first-party
Now,
IP
what do you
to
think
look
it's gonna
forward to.
be?
I do think it'll be Infamous.
I think so too. And that's I had an Infamous Vita title on there.
Yeah, I think Infamous will come to Vita, not from Sucker Punch.
No, and I think I'm wondering if it's going to take, maybe you're going to take charge of one of the characters in between, or even maybe the lady that headed up the.
She had an interesting story.
DUP.
And she was a little bit of a sympathetic villain, so
Right.
maybe we could play as
We've
her.
already seen her powers, so it's not like they're really, and that's usually what they don't do for Vita. They want to introduce new crazy powers. So on from there, I'm actually going to go on with more Vita stuff, but I actually think they're also going to release. I think they're going to try to do a couple more highlighted AAA titles. I think they're going to do Gravity Rush 2.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
And I think a secret game, Ape Escape for Vita.
Okay.
Ape Escape Vita. I think that would be great. I think that would be a perfect game to revitalize on the Vita. I think that's perfect.
Okay. I think following Vita, they're going to get into PS4 finally, which is going to occupy the entire last half of the show. And first, they will start with Quantic Dream. And it's not going to be anything huge. They're just going to have an announcement trailer for their new IP for PS4. No release date, no nothing like that. Just a quick tease and what Quantic Dream is working on for PS4 with a title, something like that.
Okay.
Mark, take your hat off indoors.
No.
Never.
I am a rebel.
This girl is on fire.
That's what I was going for.
Okay. With that said, I am going to go with Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain having exclusivity missions on the PS4 and having the trailer shown off again at.
I wonder, that could take up a huge portion. That's the one reason I'm thinking maybe Metal Gear Solid 5 isn't at Sony's conference, because you know how Kojima is with his trailers. They're like 9 minutes long.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they want to give that much time to Metal Gear Solid. If they do, maybe they'll do a shortened version, and then in Konami's conference,
more
they
and
do a
more
long
that
version.
people are talking, I'm actually wondering if Microsoft's going to get it.
They might. They got it last year.
It got it last year.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say that they were going to be fair and give both.
Yeah.
But I'm actually thinking that they're going to give all the trailers, stuff like that, to Microsoft and maybe give the exclusive missions to Sony.
Yeah. After Quantic Dream, I am going to side with Dave here. I think The Last Guardian will be re-revealed with a trailer showing gameplay, and I think it's going to be PS4.
Release date?
This year, holiday 2014.
I'm saying November of 2014 as well.
Okay. I do think that's going to be the biggest surprise of the night.
I think that's going to be. I think they're going to either do that very close to the beginning or right at the end.
Yeah.
So I think it's going to be a big one.
I kind of skipped over something a little bit. I do think Drive Club will be touched on a little bit, but I thought originally they would demo it on stage, but now I think that it's just going to kind of be.
No, I think it's going to be a playable demo.
And like a teaser reel.
I think they know all the news sites are going to show it off as their play features and everything.
It's going to be playable on the show floor.
They're not going to be worried about showing it off.
Just keep it in the sizzle reel.
I think that, and this is something we talked about before. Actually, I'm just going to go to the Project B CGI with a little bit of gameplay.
Okay, I have that at the end. I'll get to that.
You have it at the end?
Yes. I think it's going to be, because I think that's a huge announcement. I think they'll save that towards the end.
Really?
Not the final announcement, but towards the end.
I think, but they already announced so much.
But this is that. I mean, did you see that NeoGAF topic? That is one of the biggest topics I've ever seen on NeoGAF. There's so many people hungry for that. So I think they'll make a big deal out of it.
All right.
After Last Guardian, I think they will have their indie game segment, very similar to last year. It did so well for them, and I think it caused a lot of hype. They'll get like 6 people out on stage, all playing their indie titles, and then they'll have a quick spotlight for each of those. With the biggest one, I am contradicting Mike here. I think No Man's Sky will be at Sony's conference.
Really?
Instead, yeah.
Why is that?
Because I just feel like they have the indie following, and I never heard for sure anyone actually backing Hello Games about when they had that flood. If it was Microsoft backing them, yeah, I would have changed my tune.
Right.
But I just feel like it makes more sense for Sony. I don't know. I just do. I could be completely wrong with that. I think it will be multi-platform either way, but I just wonder who's going to get the trailer.
Another title that was trademarked was
Yeah.
Killstrain, and I
Yes.
think Sony Bend is working on the new Siphon Filter Killstrain.
I was tempted to put that, but I
Omega
didn't.
Strain.
Yeah.
Really?
I was tempted, but
Why?
I feel like they've got enough this year with third-party stuff and some first-party to keep Sony bent for Gamescom or maybe even next E3.
Okay.
I just feel like they can save that for 2015, in my opinion. Order 1886, on the other hand, that's coming very soon in 2015, so I think they will do a demo on stage after their indie game segment, and they will finally reveal some gameplay concerning the half-breeds. And at the end of it,
I would like that.
A very good announcement. I think they're going to announce that Ready at Dawn is officially a first-party studio.
Awesome.
With Sony.
That'd be great. I think that would be a great, actually, addition to
Yeah,
the
definitely.
team.
They look like a solid addition.
I only have 2 more. How many do you have?
I've got a good bit, so I'll start combining some.
Why don't you actually go into a couple more of yours?
All right, let me go. Okay, I'm going to go into all the demo on stage stuff. I think is going to happen because after Order 1886, I think they're going to go into Ubisoft. Ubisoft is going to come on stage.
Someone made a username called Kristen's Neck.
The giraffe.
The giraffe.
So Ubisoft will come out on stage. They will first demo Assassin's Creed Unity on stage, followed by exclusive content for PS4. Then they won't show any demo or anything like that, but since it's Ubisoft, I think we will get a short Far Cry 4 trailer, followed by exclusive content coming to PS4.
Okay.
And, one more demo on stage. EA will come out after that, and they will Battlefield Hardline. I think they will demo a multiplayer map.
You think on PS4?
I think they will do it on PS4. I think they'll have some 4 people on stage, and I think they will show off some. Supposedly, the multiplayer is going to be very interesting with Hardline, so I think they'll show it off on stage.
Okay.
At the conference, yeah.
So I only have 2 more. Do you want to do more of yours? Or?
I'll do one more because EA is still on stage, and they might as well tease Mass Effect, right? So I think Sony will get the Mass Effect 4 CGI teaser trailer, 30 seconds maybe, coming 2015. No exclusive content, nothing like that. It's just that Sony was the one that got to reveal it.
Okay. I'm going to jump down. I know I'm kind of killing you on this one, but I'm going to jump down to Uncharted 4.
Okay.
I think they're going to show off the trailer. I think they're going to show off some gameplay. I think it's going to be a fade in from black type thing. And then at the end, it's going to be and we all, and don't worry, we have other teams working on something as well. Yep. And it's going to be just a little tiny snippet that gives you a tease for Jack and Dexter.
That would be awesome. I don't think that'll happen, but that would be awesome. So I'm kind of repeating you at the end here, because I think the last 2 things will be Demon's Souls 2. I think Project Beast is Demon's Souls. It'll be Demon's Souls 2. It'll have a reveal trailer with gameplay. And then they're going to make it seem like that's the huge announcement. It's like, Demon's Souls, oh my god. They'll do their just one more thing, and I think that will be when Uncharted 4 trailer starts. I think it'll be like 3 minutes, some gameplay, some cinematics, and I do think it will be the best looking game we've ever seen.
Okay. Do you think you're going to hear anything from the other title they're working on?
No, I don't think so.
My last one...
No release date either.
I don't know if you read this one or not, but I think Sony Santa Monica is going to be working on God of War 4.
Yeah.
Or whatever the new title by that's in that same style is going to be.
Yep.
I think we're going to see the new stuff on that. But more so, I think they're going to be helping that game company with Entwined.
Okay, that could be cool. What do you think Entwined is?
I have no idea, but you know what I'm thinking? I'm looking at all the things like Flow, Flower, you had Journey, and then I'm thinking just like all these things, and you had Journey where it was this like integrated universe, and it was integrated, but it wasn't.
It was like I think they called like an asymmetric gameplay kind of. It's not your typical gameplay style where where you go into a matchmaking. It's just these people suddenly just appear in your world and you talk with them. And
if you think about the name Entwined, everything
connected.
you do is entwined. Everything is connected, and I think that's the type of game they were going for with Journey. So I think it's progression for them.
Now that was a huge. We already talked so much, and it's late. Do we want to try and get into anything else?
I want to just go in a couple of mine because there are a couple big ones I actually do have. I want to go to Nintendo. I think they're going to show off this new. I think they're going to. I don't even know if they're going to talk about it, but I think they're going to on the call. I think they're going to do because they're having a Nintendo Direct.
Yeah.
And I think they're going to show off a clip for Earthbound Wii U.
Okay.
Which is something that I predict, it was on my hopes and dreams.
Yep.
As well as Pokemon Snap U.
I would be so happy about that. It makes perfect sense.
That would be the perfect game for the Wii U.
I agree.
On top of that, I want to do EA. I don't know if any company, any console is going to get Star Wars, and I wasn't sure enough to put it on either one. But I do think we're going to have a trailer for a release date of 2016.
Okay.
I think DICE is going to announce that they're going on a 3-year release just like Activision is, where it's going to be the core Battlefield, so Battlefield 5 will be the next, but it's also going to be the Battlefield Minor, which is Battlefield Hardline, and then Star Wars Battlefront as well. So it's going to be every 3 years you're going to get a new one of these games. And on top of that, I think they're going to announce that Titanfall will be available multi-console come holiday 2015.
Wow, that would be big. All right, that's a big one. Titanfall coming multi-platform. I'm going to add on to Nintendo, and I think Metroid will be revealed.
You think so?
I think we'll get a Metroid Wii U reveal.
I think you're going to see Zelda too, and I think
we'll definitely.
I just want to name 2 of the big
ones.
I think you're going to see the Rainbow Six relaunch during Ubisoft's.
Whatever was Patriots?
Whatever was Patriots, I think they're going to relaunch it. Maybe just relaunch it as Rainbow Six.
Okay.
I think you're going to see a little teaser for that. I think you're going to see, like you said, Assassin's Creed Unity, but I think you're also going to see the Comet or whatever it was for the.
Yeah, you're probably right. I should have included that. They need to show that off.
I think, and here's my big one. I think Mirror's Edge is going to be shown off. and this is why I didn't say anything. So someone said it before, but I talked about this with Joey, that the Assassin's Creed universe and Mirror's Edge universe, as well as Watch Dogs universe, is all connected on Ubisoft. And I think they're going to try to make a thing of that. And actually, in the Assassin's Creed game, you have to do missions where you give a package to the girl from Mirror's Edge. So I think you're going to be doing that, and your missions in Mirror's Edge are going to relate to the new Assassin's Creed Unity, and I think that's where the co-op's going to derive from, where the stuff you do in Mirror's Edge is going to coincide with the Assassin's Creed stuff. So.
Okay. Is there anything else?
And then a new Splinter Cell game teased for 2015.
All right, so we're wrapping up. We'll open up the lines very shortly just to hear some more predictions from you. But first, we got to acknowledge line real quick. Bika, Boogie, Bricktack, Calhoun, Chaos Mist, Chaotic Commando, Cod Ghost, Dark Art Noir, EPLC Avenger, Far From Haze, Gargonzola, Godsin 4200, Gothic Smurf, Honda Nuts, 2 Honda Nuts, we got 2 of them, Insanity Plea, Iron Man, Jackhammer, Jaguar Fan, Jexter, Jedi Master, Jeff Alex, Junior 13245, Kelda 3in, Kid Kush, Knotlocks, Christ, LED Head, Lockball, Burl, Luffy Akira, Lewis 295, Mad Cow, Mine Is Yours, Must Rage, Octish, MC, PC 1TY, Sabotage, Shadow Sasuke, Sizzle Sticks, Steezy Hopkins, Stone 25, Superfly, The Monster, The Zone Man, Vader, Verdict, Wacko, The Sniper, Zio, Your Assassin, 13, Unit Killa, and XX Crash 97XX, and finally XX Ixel is Snip. All of you guys, thank you so much for your friend requests. We're going to add all of you right after the show. You guys are awesome. We've had a great audience tonight. Great viewership. And that's why we're going to open up. Honda Nuts also just added us on Twitch. Thank you. Any of you guys can add us on Twitch, twitch.tv/The Level Up Show. Add us on Twitter, add us on Facebook. I am Drew M1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru. It's all on the sign right here. Please add us. I am opening up the Skype lines one last time. We're going to take a few calls to hear some more E3 predictions from you guys. So shout out at us on Skype. Audio call only, please. E-Dog, thank you for your friend request. We got IGN News in the, do you see we have IGN News in the Pitchin chat?
Yeah, awesome. He has insane diarrhea. He's describing it.
Nice. Oh, here we go. Pedro. Pedro, how you doing?
That's good.
Doing great, man. We're talking about E3 predictions. Do you have any you want to share with us?
Yeah, I'll look forward to Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, obviously a lot of people looking forward to Call of Duty. We'll see it probably at Xbox conference. Anything besides that? Anything a little bit more surprising?
I'm looking forward to about Destiny.
Yeah, I think Destiny will be at Sony's conference.
See more playing on that, so.
I think it's actually confirmed it's going to be at Sony's conference, and if you're looking forward to beta stuff, I think they're going to have a kind of a little bit of an exclusivity on beta access for PS4 on Destiny.
Yes.
So I look forward to that as well. Anything final you want to add on to that?
I'm just looking forward to relaxing and fucking her.
That's sad.
It was a good try.
Not really. That was bad. Dude, why didn't we think of this?
Chasing Shadow had a great one.
Call Harry Rutgers back.
Listen to me. Well, we're trying to talk to you.
Hey, listen.
Hey, listen. Navi over here. Harry, we'll call you back in a little bit.
Chasing Shadow, I want to acknowledge this because it's actually really smart. I don't know why neither of us thought of it. Chasing Shadow said he thinks that Microsoft will open or close with Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. However, it's going to be shown off by Kevin Spacey announcing the game.
Yeah, that would probably make sense, right?
That would be freaking amazing.
It's not a Microsoft conference without some AAA celebrity, right? Who does the the rock show at the end though? You got Usher this year. Who we got?
I didn't think about that. That would be great. If it was Foo Fighters.
We're going to have Pharrell because.
You're totally right on that one. It's gonna be.
Let's be honest.
Or Snoop Dogg.
Harry Rutgers has been calling all night. He might be a troll. We have no idea, but I gotta call him back just because he called us so many times.
Looks like Ryan Gosling.
Well, that's the second week.
That's the second week.
Oh my god, I can't even get through to him.
That's fine.
Wow, this is the longest there's been silence.
It's been so
We're trying to call a guy back.
Trying to call Harry back.
It's been so busy.
Harry! We got you! Alright, we're calling Harry back. We have no idea what this guy's like.
Let's do this.
Well, he ended it, so never mind, I guess.
Boo. Alright, do you want to
end it up? Well, let's end it with, we gotta talk about the charity one more time.
Yes, let's, we're gonna plug it, just plug the charity, I guess.
Okay, guys, we talked about it multiple times tonight, but it's really important. Marcus just posted in the chat room. It's called Extra Life, and it's a charity that goes towards a lot of different children's hospitals, but we're focusing on Children's Hospital of Philadelphia. We also got Greg Verga on our team, and he's towards the Children's Hospital in New York. So you guys can visit the link right there, and you can support our effort to raise money towards this charity by donating whatever you want. You can do a one-time donation of anything you want, or you can set up a monthly donation. It's up to you. But the thing is, you can donate anytime up until October 25th, because on October 25th, we're going to be doing a huge 24-hour straight stream where we're going to be doing gaming and shows like this and having people on and all different kinds of stuff to really build attention and raise as much money as possible towards Extra Life and Children's Hospital. So please visit the link and add us, or sorry, not add us, but donate to us if you are feeling generous.
Not
obviously.
us, Chop.
We greatly appreciate it.
Yeah, it's towards our team that is supporting Chop.
Yes.
Harry, sorry man, you're on the Level Up show. How you doing, man?
Good, how are you?
We're doing great. Sorry, we're plugging that charity real quick, but we were talking E3 predictions. Do you have any you want to share?
I don't really know. Call of Duty seems, I don't really know, because Call of Duty's like that one thing that's like, I hate it, but the new one, I'm like, I'll probably buy it.
It looks pretty good.
A lot of people do that with every Call of Duty, so don't worry, you're not alone.
Yeah, Advanced Warfare does have a little bit of a change, and at least it's Sledgehammer, so we might get something interesting out of it. Is there any more like surprising announcements you're thinking of, though?
I have no clue. What are you looking forward to?
Well, we just went through our entire predictions, and I think the biggest one for us would probably be something like, what was it? What was our biggest one that you think of?
Probably Last Guardian, or
Last Guardian
to me, probably that.
Oh yeah, Last Guardian.
Last Guardian would be really big, and I think Mass Effect 4 would be really big. And what else?
I forgot to say mine for Crackdown 3.
Yeah, that would be big as well.
So
Resident Evil 7.
Yeah.
And
really big ones. Were you looking forward to any other ones in particular, or no?
Let's see. Are you looking forward to any?
Project Beast.
Project Beast.
Yeah, which might turn out to be Demon Souls.
Right, which Mark would be really psyched for that, though.
I'm excited for that, but I'm more excited for Witcher 3, honestly. I really want to see a lot of Witcher 3 information. They just released a new trailer.
Oh, man, how about that trailer?
It's so good.
Yeah,
I love
really
CD Projekt.
Yeah, but I think you guys are going to be happy on that, because I think that's a lock almost. I think we really we'll see Project Beast or whatever it turns out to be at E3. So I think it's going to be a great show tomorrow. I hope people understand that some studios aren't going to be there from Sony, since they've already come out and said it. So I hope some people are tempering their expectations a little bit. But I still think it's going to be a really solid E3 tomorrow.
Do you think anyone will release anything other than like games, like
hardware?
Yeah, like hardware or anything?
Well, I had my tease, not that they're gonna release it, but my thing where I think Microsoft's gonna show off a little bit more for their or a little bit of their VR
virtual reality,
or maybe at least talk about it in some form.
And there's always potential that Nintendo, 3DS is doing really well now for them, but there's always potential that they could kind of tease their next handheld actually that supposedly is going to work together with whatever their next system is.
Yes.
Because supposedly they've got this idea of this collaborative nature between their handheld and their home console. So there's a potential for Nintendo to surprise us all, but I think it's a little unlikely. We got to get going though, man. Thanks so much for calling in.
Yeah, it's cool. Okay, bye.
See ya.
Bye.
Thank you.
See you, Harry. See you, everyone who called in. We got so many calls tonight, and we're really grateful for that. We got a lot of people in the stream tonight. We got up to 322 at some point. We got a ton of ads. I tried to read off as many as I could. If you guys haven't added us, please do. I am DrewM1788 on PSN, and Mike is Noob Guru. We also are on Twitch, obviously, at the Level Up Show. You can see it at the top of our sign. Add us on Twitter, add us on Facebook.
And you can check out all of our stuff on our website, thelevelupshow.com, which will also have all of our information on there as well.
Yeah, we just went through all of our predictions, and they are also on the site. We've got an outline of each of our predictions that you can read through once again if you missed something. But more importantly, we'd love to hear what you guys think as far as our accuracy goes. You can vote on Mike or I as far as which one of us you think is going to be more accurate in tomorrow's E3 announcements.
Right. And on top of that, you can actually get information on our charity that Drew plugged a little
Yeah, the
bit.
banner is right at the top of our main page
So
for Extra
please,
Life.
please, that's actually more important to me than
Yes,
anything else.
anything else, yeah.
Chop has a real big attachment. I have a real big attachment to Chop. So
My mom worked at Chop, so
right.
definitely, yeah.
But guys, it was a great show.
Excellent
E3 is
show.
tomorrow.
E3countdown.com.
E3countdown.com.
Oh my God!
Listen.
What is the E3 countdown? We gotta find out.
Okay, so E3 Countdown is currently Microsoft press conference in 11 hours,
and
46 minutes, and 30 seconds.
11 hours, less than 12 hours, guys, and Microsoft starts off E3. It's going to be awesome. Tomorrow's going to be so exciting. Just to inform you, Mike and I will be covering Ubisoft and Sony. Ubisoft, I think, starts at 6 p.m., so look forward to Mike and I starting at 6 p.m. and going all the way through tonight to the end of Sony's. And we'll be streaming live during the conferences so you guys can see our reactions and talk with us. And then we'll have like a mid-show between the two conferences and then a post-show after Sony's. We're going to be, it's going to be awesome. It's
Right,
gonna be so
and
much
during
fun.
during the mid-show, we'll probably cover the stuff that was talked about
in Ubisoft.
In not only Ubisoft, but also EA and Microsoft a little bit,
Definitely,
too.
yeah. There's going to be a ton to
there's gonna
cover.
be stuff that we're gonna have to cover that we're gonna miss talking to you guys on. But also for the stuff that we're not there for, we had a lot of great guys call in. Danny Danger Show, who's on weekdays. Q Report. Dave Nomel's Gamer. We had a great show, but E3 is tomorrow. Let's get psyched. Let's get pumped. We're on the last leg, so we're doing the final countdown.
It's going to explode pennies everywhere, you know. Put a knife on my mouth.
I didn't get the reference when he said the first time, but now I'm glad I got it.
Yes. Fire out of my hands. Your sneeze scared the dog.
Right. That was
so fucking scary. Oh, you can't let her go.
Honda Nuts, we're glad you found us as well. Come back anytime. We love all of our
Thanks,
viewers.
guys.
You guys were awesome this week.
4 times. So long.
You gotta keep going.